of large sums of money believed to belong to the Electricity Company of Ghana. This development reignites the PDS saga years after the concession collapsed over questions of fraud and due diligence. Is this the beginning of real accountability? Well, oral on everybody's mind, or just another cycle in a scandal that refuses to go away? We'll try and find some answers. These are our matters arising on the news review segment on our show today. And of course, joining us this morning will be Awal Mohammed. He is a member of the NPP Communications Directorate. Dr. Benatutu Boahene is a lecturer at the University of Education, Winneba. Hobson Adoye is Director of Field Operations with the United Party, and Wanda Madilo is Development Analyst and a member of the NDC Communications team. And later on the show, you really do not want to miss this one. We have an AM exclusive taking you to the front lines of the Russia-Ukraine war. Yeah, it's real. As we bring you the harrowing experience of a Ghanaian recruit caught in the conflict, a story of survival, risk, and the reality of war. Stay with us. We'll bring you all of that right now, though. Denicia, and today is her birthday, of course, we'll be bringing us some news updates.
I traveled to Dubai to go find greener pastures. Then I found this one friend of mine who actually helped me, so I was just into this kind of Chinese company thing. Yeah. But it got to a time that the Chinese company work broke down, so I had no choice than to look for another country to go settle so I can find more money to help home. So as they told her, they said stewardship, and they called for a roll call. Like, which kind of stewardship roll call thing? So we all came out, and a commander came. They said we are waiting for a commander. He came, he was a Ghanaian. We were 54 in numbers, whereby we were being dressed to move to the front line. At that time, we were lucky enough that it was snowing. So the snow actually helped us a little. Yeah, you can choose snow with a mix of sand. With the 1st battalion, you have to be fit before you get there. And with that, you are dodging drone, you are dodging landmines, you are dodging long distance missiles, you are dodging bullets, you are dodging grenades.
Hey, so you knew you were going to die then?
Hello, good morning and welcome aboard to the AM News. My name is Denicia Pomaide. In our very first story, financing of healthcare in Africa has been a major hindrance in quality care delivery. It has also affected implementation of health policies, resulting in delayed care, pressure on infrastructure and out-of-stock machines. The World Bank has stepped in to assist Western and Central African countries with funds to bridge the gap and also to attain universal health coverage by 2030. Hannah Odame shares more details from the launch of the strategy Fit to Prosper, investing in health for jobs and development in Western and Central Africa.
According to the World Bank, countries which invested in health security following the 2024 to 2026 Ebola outbreak fared better during COVID-19. Subsequent assessments has, however, indicated weakness in preparedness to detect and respond to health emergencies. The situation usually cripples the development of a country if not readily addressed. That is why they are pumping funds to aid some countries in Western and Central Africa to fix the issue affecting primary health care. Here is Vice President for People at the World Bank Group, Manta Mrati.
We're talking about service-ready facilities, which have electricity, they have water, and very importantly, they have digital connectivity. That's number one. Number two, we're talking about diversified delivery platforms so that people can be reached wherever they are. And that means not just primary healthcare facilities, but reached through community health workers, reached through telemedicine, reached through schools. Third, we're talking about an expanded and a digitally enabled health workforce, because that is at the core of primary healthcare. Fourth, we're talking about service packages that are designed around each country's own domestic burden, not external financing priorities. This has been a bit of a reset that is being called for in the global health architecture. Fifth, we're talking about sustainable domestic financing because this is about taking responsibility for the health of one's own population. And sixth, and this is not to minimize the importance of this, we're talking about reliable access to affordable medicines, vaccines, diagnostics, and supplies.
Chief of Staff Julius Debra charged African countries to ensure the strategies are implemented.
No country can achieve health security alone. Diseases do not respect borders, and neither should our solutions be same. The World Bank's regional strategy rightly emphasizes cooperation, knowledge sharing, and joint action. Ghana stands ready to play its part. We will continue to strengthen regional surveillance and emergency response systems, support local manufacturing of health products, and promote the exchange of knowledge and innovation across our region.
Inferring to the strain the withdrawal of donor funds had on health services in Ghana, the sector minister, Kwabena Mintah Kando, emphasized the country's quest to invest in domestic health financing.
Ghana is willing and ready to invest domestically in where we need or where it's needed most. The uncapping of the national health insurance, where all the monies realized from the national health insurance levy is being invested in the health sector. Already, we are even exiting from some of this program. Gavi, they support us with a lot of our vaccines, but we are exiting. Last year, for example, our budget for the vaccines stood around $24 million. We had the money to invest in it. This year, our budget is around $49 million. We are investing in it because it's public good.
CEO of the Konfanochi Teaching Hospital, Dr. Kojo Sabin, commended the inputs by the World Bank, emphasizing how effective they will be employed to boost healthcare delivery.
So without the data, it's like we'll be walking in the dark, trying to find our way out of it without much success, because we need to set objectives, and setting these objectives depends on what happens on the ground. So if you know that 12 women, for instance, die every month in a particular region because of pregnancy-related issues, you are able to tell that, let's say, 7 of them die from hypertension-related issues, 5 of them from bleeding. In that case, we will need to put in measures that will reduce the incidence of hypertension, and those who get hypertension can receive the necessary support so they will not die. if you take bleeding in pregnancy, then we can make sure that there's blood banks available. And then when women find themselves in emergencies, they can be conveyed to the nearest facility where they can get help. And then also to even increase the number of facilities where these women can be taken care of. And so using data is very primary in the healthcare space, and it informs policy, and then we can set realistic and
At the end of the summit, the World Bank expects managers in charge of health service delivery to implement the strategies for better outcomes. For Joy News, I am Hannah Odame.
And the Western Regional House of Chiefs is stepping beyond tradition, moving into strategic engagement with key national institutions. The chiefs have visited the car power ship at the Sekendi Naval Base, not just to observe, but to understand operations, identify challenges, and explore how traditional authority can support Ghana's energy sector. But beyond the visit lies a bigger question. What role should traditional leaders play in sustaining critical infrastructure? Natalia Kwanza reports.
The Western Region House of Chiefs is deepening its involvement in Ghana's development space, this time focusing on energy. Their visit to the car power ship forms part of a broader familiarization tour to key institutions driving both regional and national growth.
Quite a number of us work with the ship and so on. So the major thing is that we began a familiarization tour of the various institutions that we have in this part of the region that serves both this region and Ghana. And the idea is we want to understand them, the challenges, if there are human problems and so on. Two, if there are governmental problems that they may have, so that we help to solve the problem so they can work more effectively and efficiently.
For the chiefs, car power ship is no longer just a foreign entity generating electricity. It is now embedded within the social and economic development of the Western region.
Once you go and live in a community, that's the way we are as Africans. You become part of the culture of the community. When they put it bluntly, they say CSR. The CSR is deeper, so Kapa is a cultural person within the Western region. And if it does well, it does well for all of us. If it also flounders, it goes against us, and it's nice to know about what they've been doing with education, if they are being disturbed by the fishermen, if the environment is conducive, and we learn more.
The engagement also exposed the complexity of Ghana's energy challenges, from power generation to revenue constraints, offering traditional leaders a deeper appreciation of the sector. For car power ship, the visit underscores the importance of local acceptance and collaboration within traditional authorities.
We had to invite the Western Region House of Chiefs here today because they are the custodians of this land, and we've come to situate our ship here and also do business here. So it's just right for us to let them know exactly the type of business that we are running here, just for them to also know what our concerns are and some of our challenges, like they did rightly inquire from us as to whether we had some challenges, and also we also demonstrating to them some of the corporate social responsibilities that we are embarking here in this community.
The company says the interaction has strengthened mutual trust while also bringing attention to pressing community concerns, especially youth empowerment.
While still in the region, the Regional Command of the Ghana National Fire Service has called on the public, traditional authorities and other stakeholders to show respect and provide full cooperation to firefighters during emergency situations. Highlighting challenges affecting operational efficiency, the Central Regional Fire Commander Mary Atiga-Mensah noted that unnecessary interference often disrupts effective emergency response and urged all stakeholders to support firefighters in the discharge of their duties.
The Central Regional Command of the Ghana National Fire Service climaxed this year's International Firefighters Day celebration with the commissioning of a paramedic unit alongside a renewed call for support to enhance service delivery. The Regional Fire Commander, ACFO Mary Atiga Mensah, highlighted key challenges confronting the service in the region.
Command continues to face several challenges, including increasing assaults on firefighters, including recent incident at Sinfosu, Akosua New Market, and Akosua Zungu, where a fire appliance was vandalized. Inadequate fire hydrants in key locations, logistical constraint, particularly rescue equipment, non-compliance with fire safety regulations by sections of the public, aging fire appliances, prank calls, inadequate office accommodation, equipment, and furniture, etc. Despite those challenges, the Central Regional Command remains resolute in its commitment to safeguarding lives and property and effectively managing fires and other emergencies.
She underscored the importance of stakeholder collaboration and appealed to the public as well as traditional authorities to accord firefighters the necessary respect during emergency situations.
We will continue to strengthen stakeholder collaboration, intensify public education, and enhance operational readiness to ensure a safer region for all. As we commemorate this day, let us remember that our duty goes beyond extinguishing fires. We are protectors of lives, guardians of property, and beacon of hope in times of distress. I would like to respectfully appeal to the general public, traditional authorities, and all stakeholders to respect firefighters at incident scene, protect firefighting equipment, adhere to fire safety regulations, cooperate fully during emergencies.
The Central Regional Coordinating Director, Akufo-Addo, commended the establishment of the paramedic unit as a significant step towards strengthening emergency response in the region.
The commissioning of the paramedics unit today, this is a significant step forward in strengthening emergency response capacity in the central region. The integration of paramedic service into firefighting operations will undoubtedly improve response times, enhance life-saving interventions, and reduce fatalities in emergency situations. I commend the leadership of the fire service for this forward-looking initiative.
The Regional Command further appealed for sustained support to ensure the effective operation of the newly commissioned facility. From Cape Coast, Abigail Lisol Nkrumah reports for Joy News.
The Central Regional Minister, Akufo-Addo, is advocating the provision of meals for candidates writing the Basic Education Certificate Examination (BECE) as part of the school's feeding program, while monitoring the ongoing examination across selected districts and municipalities in the Central Region. He stressed that the initiative would help ensure candidates remain safe at the exam centers. He also disclosed that proposals have been submitted to the Ministry of Education for consideration in future examinations.
A total of 68,091 candidates are sitting for the 2026 Basic Education Certificate Examination (BECE) across 241 designated centers in the Central Region. During a monitoring visit to selected examination centers, the Central Regional Minister, Akufo-Addo, encouraged candidates to remain focused, work diligently, and avoid all forms of examination malpractice.
I'm here to support you with prayers to write your exam. I know that by the help of God, you have already studied, you are fully prepared for your exams. You don't have to panic. You do not have to panic. The police officers who came are with me. I'm going with them. They are not here because of you. But I know that you, the women, are going to do well. And so do that for me. We are going to do all that it takes. His Excellency the President is very intentional about providing necessary infrastructure for schools in the central region. And that is why recently we came here to look at what we can do to support you.
Expressing concern over feeding arrangements during the examination period, the minister advocated for the inclusion of meals for candidates under the school feeding program.
One thing I've also noticed is that during the break, even in the morning, some were struggling to get food to eat before they enter the centers. I think that if the Minister of Education can consider through the school feeding coordinator, so that the school feeding program can capture this period of the examination and prepare and make an arrangement for feeding, that will help a lot.
He disclosed that letters have already been submitted to the Minister for Education to consider implementing the policy in subsequent examinations.
I have already written. I've asked my director to write that letter, and we need to follow up. It may not take effect within this short time, but it's going to be a program towards next academic year where all the schools in Ghana will have this arrangement at the various examination centers to have 2 meals in the day. That is going to support them very well to help.
From the Central Region, Abigail Lesan Nkrumah reports for Joy News.
Now let's do some business. The Bank of Ghana says it has made some $3.6 billion as revenue from the sale of a fraction of gold holdings last year. This was captured in the bank's 2025 financials. More in the following report.
This was the total revenue made from the sale of more than 869,000 ounces of refined gold sold in the last quarter of 2025, that is in November to December. The sale was made at a time that gold prices were trading at around $4,323 an ounce. That is up from a little over $2,000 from the beginning of this year. This one-off transaction resulted in the Bank of Ghana also making a profit of $989 million, translating into some 9.57 billion cedis. The central bank closed the year with a gold holding of 598,199 ounces, down from the 981,652. The report showed that the Bank of Ghana's largest share of its gold holdings was with the Bank of England. Some analysts have argued that the action by the Bank of Ghana went a long way to improve its loss position for last year, as well as helping it to be in the position to fund its operations and other activities. But despite this development, the central bank ended last year with a net loss of some 9 billion cedis from its domestic gold purchase program, up from some 5 billion cedis recorded in 2024.
Also, Deputy Public Affairs Manager at the Social Security and National Insurance Trust, Jemima Ofori, is urging self-employed individuals and entrepreneurs to secure their financial future by prioritizing pension contributions. She emphasizes that while building a successful business is important, it is equally critical for entrepreneurs to invest in long-term income security to avoid financial challenges in retirement.
Trying to build your business is important, yes, but securing your future is also important as well. So we understand that when you have the monies right now, it's very good. Building the business is good, but building your future when it comes to income security is equally essential. So most of these entrepreneurs are actually rich. You'll be surprised. They have money more than those in the formal sector. Yes, so what I'll say to this is take the future into your own hands and then work at it.
That's it for AM Business. That's it for AM News. Don't forget that the AM show is sponsored by Shield Silicone Paint from Mazar Group, Syntex Pipes, and Time Herbal Mixture. My name is Denise Apomaide. For more news, please still log on to myjoyonline.com. Enjoy the rest of the show. Sports is up next. Have a terrific Tuesday.
traveled to Dubai to go find greener pastures. Then I found this one friend of mine who actually helped me. So I was just into this kind of Chinese company thing. Yeah. But it got to a time that the Chinese company work broke down. So I had no choice than to look for another country to go settle so I can find more money to help home. As they told her, they said stewardship, and they called for a roll call. Like, which kind of stewardship roll call thing? So we all came out, and a commander came. They said we are waiting for a commander. He came, he was a Ghanaian. We were 54 in numbers, whereby we were being dressed to move to the front line. At that time, we were lucky enough that it was snowing, so the snow actually helped us a little. Yeah, you can choose snow with a mix of sand. With the 1st battalion, you have to be fit before you get there. And with that, you are dodging drone, you are dodging landmines, you are dodging long distance missiles, you are dodging bullets, you are dodging grenades.
Hey, so you knew you were going to die then?
Good morning. Welcome to AM Sports here. I am Muftau Nabila Abla. Ghana exports billions of dollars of non-traditional goods annually to the USA. The 2026 FIFA World Cup match between Ghana and England would be in Boston. And so would the Made in Ghana Expo on the 22nd and 23rd of June 2026 at the Envision Hotel, Boston. The Tina Travel and Tour, in partnership with the Ministry of Trade, Agribusiness and Industry, invites Ghanaian manufacturers, entrepreneurs, artisans, food and beverage processors, fashion designers, beauty cosmetics, pharmaceuticals, medical equipment, real estate, banking and finance, building and constructions, and many more to leverage Ghana's World Cup moment and connect with international buyers, distributors, and investors in Boston, where traveling fans from all over the world will converge in Boston, the city with the strongest Ghanaian diaspora presence. This expo will showcase Ghana's most powerful commercial business exhibition and a business-to-business network with U.S. companies. Register now by calling the Tina Travel on Tour on 0244-260-789 or get in touch with them to secure a booth to be part of this once-in-a-lifetime opportunity for you to showcase your business to the world. This Made in Ghana FIFA World Cup 2026 Expo is powered by the Ministry of Trade and Agribusiness. That is Latina Traveler and Tour there. And also March Hospitality Experience. They have a small batch of match tickets for the semi-final and the final of the FIFA World Cup. The semi-final matches will be happening on July 14 and 15, while the final will be happening on July 19. Get in touch with March Hospitality Experience, the only FIFA authorized agency that has been given the right to sell tickets for this year's FIFA World Cup at the semi-final and the final stages. So you can call them on 055-155-11119, 055-155-1119, or get in touch on sales at marchexphospitality.com or go to our website www.marchexphospitality.com. A few days ago, Ghana secured qualification to the World Athletics Championships that will be happening in Beijing in September 2027. However, the success of the athletes have been put under the burner because the athletes have taken to social media to demand that the government of Ghana give them equal attention as they give to football. It all started by the anchorman for the relay team, Abdurrashid Saminu, who took to social media to ask the Ministry of Sports and Recreation to do better and said they shouldn't set them up for failure. If it was Black Stars, flight tickets would be ready month prior to their game. 14 hours flight, 16 hours layover is not acceptable for a professional athlete. We are running with jet lag, no proper recovery. And Benjamin Azamati, who was the fastest man before Rashid Saminu came to break it by setting that national record, came to add that we are competing against guys who have been here 1, 2, 3 weeks, whilst we've been traveling since Wednesday and arriving day before on a new continent. I get it. I guess we are magicians. Do better, sports ministry. Well, the Ghana Athletics, they came out with a statement accepting responsibility for what happened. And when they released that statement, they basically were saying that Ghana Athletics congratulated the athletes, but they came down to say that the association has taken note of concerns raised by the athletes regarding travel and pre-competition arrangements. Ghana Athletics takes full responsibility for these concerns and acknowledges the importance of proper preparation conditions for elite performance. Ghana Athletics assure all stakeholders that we will work closely with the Ministry of Sports and Recreation to address these issues and put in place improve systems to prevent recurrence. And this was what they said. Well, the Ministry of Sports and Recreation came out with a statement as well. Let's take a look at the statement that Ministry of Sports and Recreation also released. They are basically saying, we are not responsible for your challenges. This is what they said. The Ministry of Sports and Recreation has taken note of recent public comments by members of Ghana's men's 4x1 relay team, as well as the statement issued by Ghana Athletics Association. The institution is now Ghana Athletics, not Ghana Athletics Association. Ministry of Sports and Recreation. You may want to correct that in your subsequent statements. Regarding travel and preparations arrangements for the World Athletics Relays in Gaborone, Botswana, the ministry wishes to state clearly that arrival timelines and competition preparations are determined by federation engagement and international competition protocols and not by the ministry. The role of the ministry, upon receipt of recommendations from the National Sports Authority, the relevant federation, is to facilitate the procurement of travel arrangements in line with the approved schedule. With specific reference to the World Athletics Relays, the ministry did not vary or alter the travel schedules as submitted by Ghana Athletics. The ministry remains committed to supporting all national teams within established procedures and will continue to work with the National Sports Authority and federations to strengthen coordination and ensure optimal preparations conditions for athletes. We commend the team for their performance and qualification. Interestingly, one of the athletes who pulled out, Ibrahim Fuseni, got his flight ticket 3 hours before the flight was about to take off. And he lives about 2 hours away from the airport he was supposed to travel to pick the flight. He was supposed to leave on Tuesday. They gave him the flight ticket around 4 o'clock. The flight was at 7:30 p.m. By the time he got there, he was 6 minutes late and couldn't fly. And they had to change the flight ticket for him. So some of these things, well, are quite interesting. The athletes can speak for themselves. Now, let's hear from Edwin Gadai. Edwin Gadai, he was on the blocks for Team Ghana. In fact, he was the emergency replacement. And the interesting story about him too is that he's based in Kumasi. When Ibrahim Fuseni was pulling out of the event and they asked him to come and step in and go and replace Ibrahim Fuseni, the more convenient way of getting the boy to fly to Gaborone was to bus him from Kumasi to Accra. When he got to Accra, he was running late to the airport. He had to pick Okada to the airport to catch a flight. He got there the following morning he had to run. These are the arrangements some of these athletes often go through. Let's hear from him. He's been speaking to a radio station in Botswana, and he says that in this country, it appears the support is always with football.
No, actually, coming here was kind of like an emergency call. I had an emergency call, so I had to answer. Yeah, so when I had a call, I was like, no, this is not a time for me to deny this call, so I had to answer, and then I rushed here, and then I got here on Friday evening, 7. So that time, I was exhausted, but I had no other choice to relax. Then the following day, we took it from there. So our plan was to qualify straight for the first round, but it didn't happen that way. But after the first round, we go back to the hotel and with our coach here helping us through our talks, and then the following day, it was yesterday, and we were able to qualify for the World Championship next year.
Qualifying for
we are pleading for, because it's been something that's every time it's about football. it's about football. So
how does it make you feel as athletes? Like whenever support needs to come through, if it's football, it's massive. If it's athletics, it's like we are
very
dropping.
Terrible. Yeah. Because when we go for a competition, like we normally bring medals. Yeah, but when it comes to football, like blasters and all those stuffs, like it's something that we cannot talk about. Even imagine just recent African Cup of Nations, they couldn't qualify. Just imagine. But when we make it to the world stage, like we normally manage to bring something home, but the support that we needed is not coming like how it's going to the football. Yeah.
And now let's talk football, because this is the support goes there. We hear from President of the Ghana Football Association, Kojo. He says that the injury to key Black Stars players ahead of the FIFA World Cup is worrying. However, he's convinced that the boys will be ready to fight for their country during the FIFA World Cup.
I know that we have some challenges with injuries to key players. When I look at the list, it's quite worrying. But I derive my positivity from the fact that there is something in the Ghanaian, the indomitable spirit of the Ghanaian would always come up when the chips are so low. And I would want to believe that with the unity of purpose that has been demonstrated by the entire nation as a result of the arrival of Coach Carlos Queiroz, would arouse the extra energy in the Ghanaian player, the 12th man, and we'll find the right levels of energy to be competitive.
Engineer and planners and 4 other companies donated 27 million Ghana to the Ministry of Sports and Recreation to support Ghana's participation in the FIFA World Cup. The companies paid the money to the Black Stars World Cup campaign account with the Bank of Ghana. Let's hear from Ibrahim Mahama, who is the Chief Executive Officer of Engineers and Planners, and he's been speaking about why they decided to support the Black Stars.
And colleagues seated here, we promise to contribute to the Black Stars. As to the Black Stars, contributing to the Black Stars meaning that you're contributing to everybody, which will touch everybody. The amount, Mr. Meza, I was going to refer to you, you're charging you're collecting CDs and you're collecting dollars from us. But anyway, we are the senior citizens of this country, so it's actually imperative for us to even pay much more than friends in the business community. This is to say that we're committed to Ghana. We just did our first gold pour, and we sold it to the Bank of Ghana, which we are very proud of, to say that this was what our intentions were, to be able to support the country. So what I would say is this is just the beginning of our deposit to come. Whilst the time goes by, we would also make sure that we redeem ourselves on the balance that we promised you. But to this, we would also say that our workers who contribute to help us to contribute to you would also want a place in there to be able to be recognized that their hard-earned work really contributed to the Black Stars.
Black Stars winger Abdul Fattah Issahaku, he has been named the brand ambassador for Trillium Ghana's Rush energy drink. He's been speaking about his the decision to accept that role of being a brand ambassador for the company.
It feels good, and I'm so grateful for the reception. And Rush energy drink is an amazing brand, and I'm so happy to have this partnership with them. And I can't wait for us to take the brand to the world.
To associate with this brand?
I've been seeing this brand since when I was young, and it was something that I always drink, and when I started playing football, it was famous already, and I think it's just something I feel like is good, and it can help like improve performance and give you joy, like to perform.
I leave you with highlights of how Nottingham Forest defeated Chelsea by 3-1, and Everton forced Manchester City to a 3-3 draw, which means that Arsenal now sit at the summit of the Premier League with a 5 points advantage. That is your AM Sports. For now, we do have more sports stories on myjoyonline.com. The newspaper review is coming your way right after the highlights.
McAtee quickly closed down, but has found a good ball to Yates. Yates stabs it down the right-hand side for Backward and was caught late. Backward takes on Kukurea and beats him. And heads in! A One-Ye's header! Forest with the perfect start! Just over 90 seconds. Jesse Derry, who's managed to put a low ball in. João Pedro, and a shot in the end from Fernandes with the ball and gives it. Oh, that's brilliant from Elliot Anderson and Morgan Gibbs-White. Absolutely superb link-up play by the referee. Gusto has it again for Chelsea onto his left foot to cross.
Cherky, now Doku. Brilliant! Brilliant from Doku! Just a yellow. Wow, that's bored. The goal's been given. It's one that might be. Brilliant from Doku. It's just a point, but you...
Shield silicone paint repels water, dispels water vapor, is washable, self-cleaning, and durable. Now, you can appreciate how and why Shield silicone paint is super strong and thus able to do what other paints cannot do. Shield silicone paint from Azar Group since 1921.
Now let me share my wildlife experience with you at Safari Valley Eco Park.
Welcome to Safari Valley Eco Park.
Our electric shuttle pulled up and in no time our tour began. We were surrounded by wildlife from the moment we entered the Eco Park. We were greeted by experienced tour guides who took us through orientation and how to better enjoy the experience. Watch these animals roam freely in their natural habitat undisturbed by our presence. We saw zebras, sable antelope, brown cranes, mara, silky chicken, nyalas, Shetland ponies, and so many animals I just couldn't keep up. Our tour guides taught us so much about the wildlife, their behavior, and how to interact with them. I even fed them. We also went fishing on a man-made canal. Then we took a break to have lunch in this serene environment. All this amazing experience for this price for adults, this price for teenagers. It's a bargain. As the sun began to set, it was time to go back home, but not before dinner by the campfire. It has been a thrill of a lifetime, and I can't wait till my next visit.
Safari Valley Eco Park, bringing you closer to nature.
Cadbury hot chocolate, crafted from cocoa, milk, and sugar. Creamy, chocolatey, frothy goodness, rich taste, so satisfying.
Cadbury goodness, the treats you deserve every day.
Mothers give us everything: love, strength, and life itself. And it's time to give back. Joy FM
presents the Joy Mommy's Day Out.
Join us on Saturday,
May 9th,
for a day bursting with thrills. We'll have your day packed with irresistible activities like paddle boating on calm waters, an adrenaline rush with horseback riding, quad biking, exciting safari tour, friendly competitions such as dance contests, and wrap the prize, a chance to meet the mysterious Ujafokwa crocodile revered as the protector, and to top it all off, a delicious feast of local dishes and drinks, accompanied by the sensational sounds of the Ajinkor Band. Come, let's crown our mothers with joy and adventure at the Crown Forest. For inquiries, call Lois on 059-1709-309. The Joy FM Crown Forest experience is proudly brought to you by the Crown Forest, where nature meets luxury.
Another week is here on the greatest of all time show. My name is Giovanni Clip, and tonight we're bringing you talent. Contestant number 1, let's bring Baby Girl. Let's bring. You did it for you.
Cut. Oh, there is a leakage.
Where's the plumber? For quality and durability, insist on Syntex pipes. If you want quality, this be where you belong. Strong, tough, and reliable. Your perfect match to your trusted Syntex pipe. Syntex pipe, it dey carry water, no wahala. Syntex pipe, it dey make water dey flow. Syntex, and you're strong, and you're tough.
Welcome to Sulas Enterprise, the shop that deals in industrial machinery such as generators, rice millers, water pumps, compressors, and mowers. From the smallest to the largest capacity, at Sulas Enterprise, we give you nothing but the best from the best brands such as Honda and Perkins. When it comes to our generators, we also sell mowers coming from brands like Honda, Briggs and Straton, and Oleuma. And when it comes to our water pumps, we offer you brands like Lily, and Pedrolo water pumps. We also sell rice millers for all capacities. We are located at Spintex Kakalika Plaza. Also find our various locations as displayed on screen, or call us on the following numbers: 0243-839-463 or 0554-154-416 or 0240-541-493.
Sulas Enterprise, where quality meets affordability.
Hi, now let me share my wildlife experience with you at Safari Valley Eco Park.
Welcome to Safari Valley Eco Park.
Our electric shuttle pulled up, and in no time our tour began. We were surrounded by wildlife from the moment we entered the Eco Park. We were greeted by experienced tour guides who took us through orientation and how to better enjoy the experience. Watch these animals roam freely in their natural habitat undisturbed by our presence. We saw zebras, sable antelope, brown cranes, mara, silky chicken, nyalas, Shetland ponies, and so many animals I just couldn't keep up. Our tour guides taught us so much about the wildlife, their behavior, and how to interact with them. I even fed them. We also went fishing on a man-made canal. Then we took a break to have lunch in this serene environment. All this amazing experience for this price for adults? This price for teenagers. It's a bargain. As the sun began to set, it was time to go back home, but not before dinner by the campfire. It has been a thrill of a lifetime, and I can't wait till my next visit.
Safari Valley Eco Park, bringing you closer to nature.
It's time to believe in you.
changing, so should you. If you're dreaming, don't be afraid. And in the valleys, keep your head up high. Dare to dream with Puma drinks. Yeah, believe it, you can achieve. Oh yeah, clap your hands for the whole new vibe. Make we set the vibe. Oh yeah, come alive. Let me hear you.
Puma drinks, a whole new vibe. Another quality product from Casa Precon.
This advert is FDA approved.
Hey! Is your tech holding you back? Feeling lost in the maze of outdated gadgets? Relax. Come with me to Configure.
Magic. Now I've been international fashion designer. No more fancy than talk matter beer. Coffee Ghana. Class in
Oh, number one.
At Compute Ghana, we don't just sell electronics, we transform your life. From office to home appliances and more, we have everything you need to step into the future.
Compute Ghana. Class in Compute Ghana. Number one.
Come to this fishmongering hub in Choko to see how my favorite smoked herrings are processed.
Come on, girlfriend, I go friend me. Charlotte, picture here. Picture shabu.
It's barely 10 minutes and already my eyes begin to stink. Then teary. They turn red quickly, forcing me to blink through the smoke. It's difficult to keep them open for long, and yet the women here stand in it for hours, working through the same smoke that I can barely handle for minutes. 27-year-old Doris Mensah spreads fresh herrings on the wire mesh as she helps her grandmother. Fishmongering is a generational business, and this is the life she knows.
Great grandmother ni start, ni grandma ba take over. Ni bia na mami ni yo ewo bia na nke mami, nke grandma e sound ni bia na mami ba take over. Ewo wo fe wo wa we no we ya wo ke ya school ke no fia no.
This family business has fed generations, but now it is slowly taking a toll on her and the family.
Nke fie wo na menefio wo na chake mo fio ye. La ye ke la soin mo ke wo actually wo nye wo ni egba wo ingmena ke wo te kolebu.
Doris's grandmother, Manti, tends the fire feeding wood into the oven as smoke rises around her. She has worked here for years, breathing it in every day. And now, Doris stands in the same smoke, learning the same trade.
Last one, I go what they are last week by Wingmana. Bo no Joe no pa. She last one, mo family shall look out take, call the work complo in me. Can last week.
Whilst you are smoking that fish, you are taking in 2 packs of cigarettes every day. Now think about it. This is for you and adults. What about the child who breathes in faster? So that child takes in the smoke more, takes in more of the smoke. It affects that child more. And for you, the woman, it does not spare you.
The smoke that we see is just some pollutants in the air. So once these pollutants are emitted into the atmosphere, they affect the ozone layer, right? Because they are poisonous, they are toxic. And once the ozone layer is affected, then, of course, there's global warming, because the layer that is supposed to protect and shelf the planet from the intensity of the heat is affected. So once there is global warming, what happens further is that there is a melting of the ice cap and the glaciers. And these are the cold areas in the North Poles. Once these areas are melted, then they produce the extreme weather events, including sea level rise and all this flooding that we talk about.
The smoke from the firewood contains dangerous pollutants, including polycyclic aromatic hydrocarbons, toxic compounds produced when organic materials burn incompletely. Some of these chemicals are carcinogenic, capable of causing cancer. For the women here, exposure is not occasional. It is daily, for hours.
Unclean cooking can lead to lung cancers as well. So this is not just about environment and energy problem. It goes beyond that. And the health angle, we need to look at it.
To keep the fire burning, the wood must keep coming. Every day, large quantities of firewood are cut, transported, and consumed, feeding a system that depends on smoke, but causing the environment.
Gas ebe lojugba ni ke ba bele nwe efi ole fa ke fa benisa ni ene ke ema like it won't use like yes and efe gas efe na kai.
The reliance on firewood is contributing to deforestation and worsening air pollution. In Accra, air quality has already reached dangerous levels. Fine particulate matter, PM 2.5, has been recorded as levels more than 10 times higher than global safety guidelines. Pollutions from household fuels like firewood is a major driver. For Doris, the challenge is not ignorance. It is a lack of viable alternative.
I use gas no ke fe na ka ko pe ejo
I think for me, in terms of the taste or the flavor, the golden color that you described vis-a-vis the black, we can solve it through the kind of clean cooking stove technologies that we have.
Attempts to introduce cleaner cooking solutions have largely failed, not because the women refuse change, but because the alternatives do not work for their needs.
Akufo-Addo ba fe no ko ha woto mu. Wo ke gas asha na ka ba wonye. Ono ji ni no fitele. Aya wonye wo ka sha. Wonye wo ka sha. Gas nye belo. Ola. To boy mako no shalo o e mako no ahe shitolo agbe. Ola, why shitolo agbe? The ejo alo ni lo so kwa wo o do efi o se na wa wo se to yen ni wo sha e ba ye 3 days that ba gbe talo go ko ato ko ha na gbe fe ba fte.
It's about balancing the livelihood activity in a way that whatever solution or intervention you're providing for them is able to accommodate their livelihood activity.
We cannot ask them to stop smoking the fish if we don't provide alternative. And for me, I think that is the big challenge here. We need to provide people with alternatives, and then those alternatives have to be cheaper, they have to be accessible, and then of course affordability. Which source of energy are they going to use? Should be energy friendly, and it should be earth friendly actually.
Akeke na agbecho ni bagbo na kai no na kai gbomo bagbo shin won pa fai ke ba hin na ba nya fe ga se hawo ne ba wawo ne e ba ni me ni ke lai ba amehun amekpa la e chieji flo mo e jo ami ni ke na kai problem jimba le wo mi ba shewo hi.
Ghana has committed under its nationally determined contribution to the Paris Agreement to reduce emission and promote clean cooking solutions. A key target is to shift households and small-scale industries away from polluting fuels like firewood to safer, sustainable energy sources, reduce emission, protect forests, and improve public health.
The benefits of moving to clean energy, LPG, cook stove, other clean biomasses are important, and we need to talk about it, and we need to embrace the new change.
A lot of research has to be done into how to provide a technology that reduces cost, right? That also takes care of the culture and the taste, and that also ensures that it incorporates a lot of the changes that we need to see in terms of people's taste and preferences.
Those who have done the research, we should make it more public, especially the health aspect of clean cooking. It is actually a health crisis. If you look at it, sometimes you have a mother who comes, have a low birth weight baby, you are not sure what could have caused it. It might be happening from the kitchen.
It's not my
Yes, a lot of the clean cooking stoves, they burn slowly, they release less smoke, and I think if we're able to improve them in that regard, then we can achieve both the tastes and all the cultural practices that surround their economic activity, but also make sure we minimize the environmental health implications as well.
A simple call for technology that works, a shift that protects livelihoods without harming health, and for a future where feeding families does not come at a cost of smoke. Emmanuel Jivenu, Joy News, Choco.
This story is brought to you by Joy News in partnership with CDKN Ghana, University of Ghana Center for Climate Change and Sustainability Studies, with funding from Claire R4I Opportunities Fund.
Thank you so much for joining us on the show today. Time now to review the news. A lot of matters arising. We don't have much time, but of course we shall start with the headlines on the newspapers. And they are Hunter Pellis by the wall. Hello, Kojo.
Hi, Emefa. How are you?
Very well, thank you.
Great. Today happens to be the birthday of my very good brother, Justice Bedu, who was with us here at Joy News. Justice is a great chap. Wherever you are, my brother, God has brought you far. May you be great, and may God continue to open his doors to you. So Justice Bedu, wherever you are, we celebrate you today for your greatness. And also yesterday was the birthday of my sisters-in-law, Charlene and Sheila Amponsa. Happy birthday to you, Kaka.
When you finish, you see who will do your slags for you. It's Pomer's birthday. It's Pomer's birthday.
I was going to bring it, but I had some things at the back. I said, let me continue then. You know, yes. Our beautiful. I mean, I saw the name. Anytime I see the name, I'm like, it's Danesia. But she says, no, it's not Danesia. It's Denicia.
Denicia, yeah.
So Denicia Pomeje. The first day I came here, and the first time I went on TV, Denicia was marking my English.
Hey, then Pacho.
I mean, when you move from TV, when you are there, you mention a word wrongly, you will hear Denicia say that Nana Yankana sa.
Right. I think she's an 80-year-old woman in that small body of hers.
No, but you know, she has a great heart.
Absolutely.
And I love her for that. You know, when you are in trouble and you call on Denicia, you know that you get a solution you need. So Denicia, happy birthday to you today. May the good Lord bless you, and we celebrate you. We love you for all that you do. Okay, so happy birthday to Denicia Pomeje. Let's move on here to the papers. Now, if you look at the big story here, selection of schools under CSSPS, students to pick 2 category A schools. That's the instruction that we are getting. Story is on page 3 of the paper. Support government fight substance abuse in communities, presidents and treat chiefs. That's a good call, you know, because this is we are being hurt by what's happening. So please, so it's on page 16 and 17 paper. Now, Labour Ministry instead sign MOU on youth training. And defilement, most prevalent offense against children, report says. Yesterday, Emefa was giving us details of this one. And Ministry of Health plans digitalized bed management system. That's a good one. We need to get that. On the back page, Ghana Traditional Council announces ban on noise making. Okay. And President Mahama cut sword for 24-hour economy market at Asesewa A. The popular Asesewa. Let's move on here. Okay, so Evia will be Magnan once enough to help me from back end. Let's see.
Hey, market day at Asesewa.
Yeah, that.
Was it a book?
True.
What did you think? You think I'm a Gen Z? Really?
Okay, so let's move on here. Maybe, yeah, good. Now, Daily Guide, 4 arrested over PDS ECG deal. And yesterday the story broke. We did it on Top Story. No, it wasn't on Top Story. Yeah, I think we did it on Top Story. Lot of details there. They've all been granted bail anyway, but we have not been given details of the bail conditions, but that's there. Ex-Georg Box hospitalized, yet to meet 55 million Ghana cedis EOCO bail. Interesting development on there. 5 police officers interdicted over misconduct. Now, they were filmed collecting monies from people from galamsey sites. So they went there collecting money, and then the police has interdicted them. Let's see. Otufo backs Buankra Inland Port Project. That's the big man there. When the chairman of GPHA paid a courtesy call on him. A man killed in bloody fight over woman. Hey. This is sad.
The offensive in the Ashanti region. Yeah.
Oh, this is sad. You know, man being killed in a bloody fight over woman. Hey. Okay, all right. Economy Times, looming cocoa price crash threatens to derail economic recovery. We are told the global market price will be plunging. That's according to the World Bank, and that would affect us in the recovery we're having. Ghana reaping crude oil revenue windfall from Gulf War price hikes. That's also there. BOG transforms economy amid 15.6 billion stabilization costs. That story is there. Let's do Major Online. And then we wrap up from Major Online. Cutting off donor aid now would deepen health sector strain. Akosua says, and I guess this is from the PM Express last night. Ghana shift from stabilization to job creation, growth reset, according to the president there. Deliver or lose the deal. Roads Minister issues final warning to non-performing contractors. U.S. health deal. Ghana cannot cut off health aid overnight, former deputy minister says. And that's how we wrap it up here. Back to you, Emefa.
Thank you so much, Kojo. Let's start the news review. I have a broken voice this morning. Why? Yeah, okay. So, gentlemen, it's another Tuesday. Hello, Awal. How are you?
I'm doing well.
Okay. Wonder how you doing?
He's blushing because you smiled at him.
That's nice. That's nice. Oh.
I'm always jealous.
Nice,
You're always jealous.
I'm always jealous.
Oh, that's Awal is smiling at you.
It's always positioned there. I don't understand.
Stay close to the bottom, okay? Wanda, I hope you're well. Doc, I hope you're well as well.
Yes,
and Director, I hope you've had a good week so far.
Oh my God.
So we have a lot of matters arising, but let's spend just a few seconds on WAEC confirming the death of a BEC candidate in the Upper West region. He was en route to the examination center in Wa to take the exam, and then he died. You may have as well seen reports of about 2 candidates or 2 BEC candidates who have also died, but that is a report that WAEC has not confirmed. They can really confirm one person. And why I'm bringing this up is that last year again we recorded some accidents. Some had to take their exams from the emergency centers coming back to examination centers, and it wasn't a good one. And it's usually happening around the Upper West, that part where there's a lot of motorcycle use to go to centers. Doc, you are a lecturer. I mean, Director as well has been a teacher before. I mean, in fact, all of you are, but
all of us.
Doc, let me start with you. Maybe some message to the candidates, but as well, what can we do in that particular area to at least stop these?
Yeah. So good morning to us all. Good morning to our viewers. A special greetings to University of Education, Winneba, colleagues, and greetings to my hometown people. You have an admirer in my village, Asante Achimekutu. Oh, I see.
Male or female?
I see. He says he likes you so much. Oh, great. Sorry.
Madam won't complain about that one.
Madam will not complain. Yeah, because it's a man.
Yes.
That's true. It's unfortunate when we are losing young lives, especially when it has to do with education. We don't really know who this person would probably turn out to be in the future. And I must admit, I don't really know the circumstances that led to his death, whether it was by accident.
Yeah, motor accident, yes.
Okay, then that's quite unfortunate. I think that, there should be, in times past, when we were growing up, we know that some of these deprived areas, and whenever they are going to write exam, the school would mobilize and then probably find accommodation at the examination centers, the communities where examination will be going on. And then they house them there, so that at least they get them on time to get into the exams room, get them prepared, sometimes at night and all that. And so movements and all that becomes a bit easy for the candidates. But for a candidate to be traveling, even the stress alone, when he gets into the exams hall and other difficulties that the person may face, I think that in future government should look into some of these things. The MMDCs and staff should be able to, opinion leaders within such communities, should be able to put their heads together so that we can, as much as possible, prevent some of these accidents.
Okay. Director, I mean, it's not something we tabled for today, but it's quite an important issue, sir.
Let me just wish them well. They should be confident and then bold to face whatever paper they are writing. But it's just unfortunate. If I quite remember, in mid-80s when I was writing my middle school living certificate exams, that time we were at that time it was...
Which year did you mention?
Wanda.
I wrote 85.
So it's intimidation.
Why? What I leave him to his year, let him. Yeah, I'm just taking quick comments on it.
It's not even saying anything.
Yeah. Director, please. Just
we have to travel from Kejeji
to Kwame, where we have the whole district one center. So all the schools in the district, we have to move to one particular center and then do it. Find a place to stay, they organize some classrooms and all those kind of things. I think we've come to a point where WAEC can look at this, and then every school should be a center.
Right.
At least the teachers that you employ to supervise, we have them in all the schools. So maybe Minister of Education and then WAEC should be having some kind of talks and see if we can do that. Had it not be moving from one point to the other, this accident will not occur.
I agree.
For us to lose that, it's a girl or boy?
A boy, yeah.
A boy.
Yeah.
We will not lose him. So I am saying that all what Doc said, yes, I associate with it, but we should look at how we can prevent some of these things by making every school a center where we have a student writing. That school can be a center because we have teachers there who can invigilate and all those kind of things. So,
Wanda?
No, let me first of all empathize or sympathize. My sympathies to the bereaved family. I think it's a painful loss, and our condolence, our love, and our passion to the bereaved family. It's a young man who is beginning to see the other side of life and to go to the secondary school and later to the university, and then is cut off in a very painful manner. I think that is deserving of our sympathy and empathy. But Emefa, I have a very wild view on this matter. WAEC knows that exams are written at a certain time. GES knows that exams are written at a certain time. What is wrong if around those times schools are on vacation so we can house, accommodate some of these children as centers? Nothing. We should also start encouraging people, private entrepreneurs, and even government in building some of those GHS schools to start having boarding systems. Part of the problem that we have with the current generation, including myself, is because we haven't taken time, like Kwame Nkrumah did when a lot of our secondary schools were in a boarding environment, largely. These days, some schools are just day schools. You close from work, you are going home, you see a student, 6 p.m., he's still walking by the roadside going home. When will you get home? When will you do your assignment? When will you study? Or when will you eat before you go to bed and go to school the following day? So all these things are affecting our educational deliverables, if you ask me. So I am of the opinion that we need to start encouraging building more secondary schools that have boarding system, more GHS systems that have boarding system. I was lucky to have gone to a GHS system that had a boarding system. And large majority of our students were in the boarding system. And it also improves academic performance. Because in the boarding system, if we're in the third year or even second year or first year, you're in the boarding house system, we even have lectures in the evenings. Away from the normal time when you go to school and close 2 p.m. Sometimes lectures were in the evening. There's light, there's electricity, so we go to lecture 6 p.m., closes around 9 p.m. There's an environment of study and preparedness for the exams you're going to take. I think that's where we lack it. Because some students pick up, even in the second year in GHS. Some will be very dumb, but in the third year, just because of a certain care, they pick up and it's for life. So we need to find ways that we can keep these students, especially when they're about to write their exams, at least in the last year, to go to a boarding environment and they can be properly groomed. Also, that helps them not to have a cultural shock in the secondary school. When they go to secondary schools. Because you already experience living together with your colleagues and all that. And so when you go to secondary, it's not a cultural shock any longer. You just progress from that. So we should have a system where from GHS to students are kept in the boarding environment.
Transition.
Yes. Then there's, that way.
Well, yeah. Yes. It happened in the Upper West. Is this somewhere you're from?
No.
Okay.
East, Upper East.
Okay.
Yes. Okay. The Boku zone.
And the man has not, he decided not to live there. He's not.
So it's unfortunate, and I think condolences to the bereaved family. I think at this point in time, 2026, we shouldn't be recording these things because, yes, in the past, you see communities moving to centers to go and write exams, and they move to and fro. And I know that some places, they get a place for the students so that they can come and stay for the 5 days, because the exams is usually 5 days between Monday and Friday. I think the district assemblies should be able to take care of this, because you cannot make every center, every school a center. Looking at the hinterlands, I have worked within the Sitrafram Plains for a longer time. There are schools that have less than 10 students who will be writing the exams. About 6-7 students writing exams. So definitely you'll have to be moved to the next center to be able to write the exams. The district education director, knowing very well that these are the centers and you know some of the schools are here, you could even contact the MPs. The MPs will be able to really readily support.
But which one is affordable? Where the invigilators or the supervisors, it could be, if for a center of students is like 10, candidates are about 10, you're able to rather transport 2 or 3 invigilators with the answer booklet and the questions.
The problem is that where the invigilators will even be, and again, transporting the materials after they write the exams to the center is also the security aspect of it and so on. Because in a constituency like that I'm talking about, there are places that even tractors, it's only tractors that can go there, and motorbikes and so on. So you send the invigilator there. In the evening, he has to transport all the things to the police station. You know, usually that's what they do, so that at least the security will not be compromised. That's the reason they have it within town. So that just after the exams, they transport the papers to the police station. In the morning, they move the papers again. There are communities, if you have to move the papers in the morning, you can get there around 10, 11. When the others had written. And the exams are also written concurrently across Ghana at the same time. So that's the reason you cannot make every center, every school a center. But you can do that because the MPs are supporting with materials and so on. If the district director says these communities, they may need some support, you go and sit with the DCE or MCE. I'm sure they should be able to support them so that they can stay for like 5 days within the, closer to the center, so that they'll be able to write the exams.
Okay, gentlemen, let's get into the matters arising today. Let's start with the almost chaotic week that started yesterday with the Doctors Association of Korle Bu. Luckily, they have suspended the strike, but the question still remains, the real issue. So we are calm now, but the real issue persists. There seems to be a tough war between the lab scientists and the physicians as well. There have been some back and forth where it seems to be the lab scientists are saying that, no, that's an allegation. Well, so the doctors complain that they are not able to ascertain the quality of the lab results that the lab scientists usually produce for them. This is purely professional misunderstanding. I won't like to go in there. But another issue that warranted their strike would be the 24-hour policy, where they're suggesting that Korle Bu would run the OPD on the 24-hour period. Now, the doctors are saying that it cannot be. You can't do that when we still have same amenities, same facilities, same number of health workers. That will be overstretched. Question this morning is, for Korle Bu that has lived nearly over 100 years, today, if we wanted to implement a 24-hour OPD policy, is this something that is feasible? And this matter, do you smell that it can come back easily? Let me start with you, Director.
Okay. Korle Bu. Over the weekend, I met one of the doctors in Kumasi, and I told him that if I'm given the chance, like I'll bring White to come and head Korle Bu.
Why?
And I explained myself to him. Are you getting it? I mean, a big hospital like this. Emefa, a friend was sick. We sent him there. Every 4 days, we were paying 24,000 cedis. Aside the medications. Every 4 days.
The 24,000 was what, for the care? The care that was
it
being
was
provided?
at ICU.
Okay.
Yes. Every 4 days, 24,000. And if you look at the monies that they generate there, there was an incident. We wanted to move the person to another department for a scan. And they were looking for this mobile, how do they call it? Is it ventilator also?
Was a ventilator?
Yes.
Okay.
The oxygen something.
Okay, oxygen max or something.
Yes. So they want the smaller one that can move along with the person. We were there 4 hours before they got one. 4 good hours. I said, what? A teaching hospital like this? Ghana's premier hospital? And we cannot have all this petty, equipment to work. Then what is the point? Are you getting it? Emefa, in fact, we the blacks, someone would say, Bibini black man. We are all born bad, though. Because people are thinking of their pocket instead of thinking about the nation. Maybe this in between the physicians and then the lab technicians. Maybe all over to the equipment that they use. Whether they have a modern equipment or not. Mm-hmm. The IGF that they are generating, what do they use it for? The Kolebu, as we know, is still Kolebu. But find out how much they generate in a month. So nobody is there to say that, look, let us change something. That whatever we are generating here, let's use it to, change the face of Kolebu. Nobody is thinking about that. But always our pocket, our pocket, our pocket. Why? Why? You see, one thing I like about White is that you want to leave a name, not the work. He wants to be mentioned that this particular person, he did this, he changed the face. But when you come to Africa, and for that matter, Ghana, it's not about that. Government is not paying elsewhere. That's all. So I will plead.
You think the Kolebu issue is more administrative?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
But we've seen CEOs come and go.
The CEOs, are they not politicians?
So the fact that they are appointed kind of tints the way they would run.
You see, if we appoint, then we should get someone who will be selfless and say that, look, I am not going to think about what I get in my pocket, but I will make sure I do this. That's all. Look, all the specialists, you get it in Kolebu.
Sure.
Some people say, oh, I have private, hey, you go there.
Sure.
Specialists will come from Kolebu to attend to you.
Absolutely.
So why are we suffering? Why? My point is that the doctors there, the leadership, they should sit up and then challenge themselves that, look, we are going to do something different. So that when even you come and then we charge you yourself, you'll be willing to pay without any pain. Are you getting it?
Okay.
You go there, as if some village. Why?
They say they are quite overwhelmed. Doc, let me, if you land on it, I'll go to the
conclude. I want to plead with the doctors, all of them. Let us try to do things well. Petty things, you don't wait for minister to say that, let's go and do this. Do it yourself. You need some small equipment that will not even cost about 10,000 cedis. But you'll be waiting for minister to bring money. Why? Meanwhile, you have internally generated fund there. You don't use it. Then we are going for a meeting, budget. We are going for a conference, budget. We are pleading with you. Think about us. Our lives matter.
Okay. Doc, it's interesting because director thinks that the internally generated funds could be used to manage our police. But above all, what's staying with him is that he's asking doctors to be selfless. Today, The Doctors Association of Korle Bu are not going on a strike because of their wages, their salaries, or service of condition. That is an albatross that is always hanging around the neck of every government. But if doctors feel this way, this albatross is this, are you sure they can really deliver selflessly the way Director is recommending?
Yes, so that becomes a whole point of argument. For the first time, in labor strike, I see Korle Bu fighting itself.
Yeah?
All right. And it's surprising that they are actually not fighting government. It means government is doing something well. But the management of Korle Bu is doing everything wrong. And that is bad. Okay. Now, what is actually happening is that the doctors, as a result of the fight between them and management inertia, to probably deal with the situation on time to prevent this kind of strike, is sacrificing the life of Ghanaians, the patients. So if somebody dies, what have you done? What have you achieved? Okay, if you would go on strike for somebody to die because you want to improve your living standards, this one is a fight between yourself. And you want to punish Ghanaians. I don't think that it makes, the right sense to do that. The management of Korle Bu should do everything possible. I mean, the whole narrative of this argument, who is supposed to take control, who is supposed to manage, who is supposed to use this laboratory at what time and at what period, it doesn't make strategic sense. It doesn't make professional sense.
Knowing that departments are tied to the profession in terms of medical way, for example, pharmacies, I hear pharmacists must have alliances. If you don't have alliances to even open a pharmacy, it must depend on alliances of a pharmacist. If I bring that analogy to what's happening in this turf war, the departments and who hurts, would it be demarcated based on the profession or based administratively, where Korle Bu will say that the laboratory is man, or these people, these cohorts have autonomous or they have complete authority over it, and so doctors should accept every result that come, or there's a way medically it's done that we have taken our eyes off the ball?
I think that has been the conflict, because when you look at the grievances that has been put forth, right, I think they are in three folds. Okay, but the first one is the question you're asking, access to the laboratory.
And who decides?
Who decides? That is the question. Okay. Or who takes control of it. But I feel that whatever it is the same work. All right. The physicians as against the scientists.
Lab scientists, right? Yeah.
No. So what it means is that if a lab scientist is working and a physician is equally working, does it take anything away from them? You understand?
Yeah.
If, let's say, a medical doctor issues, a kind of lab test to be done, by who? You understand? These are the structures that should be put in place and make sure that, look, things are moving efficiently and in order, so that this level of conflict of interest, will be taken away. These issues about role conflicts will be taken away. But if someone is being paid to sit at Korle Bu as a manager, and you cannot deal with a simple complication, then what is your use? To the extent that people should die because OPD services has been withdrawn, that somebody should suffer because of this simple thing that can be managed. I think that there may be more to it than probably what we are hearing. I mean, the director was raising certain questions, and I sat with him. You understand? You are raising money. So for this whole charges you are putting on laboratory tests and all that, can't you raise internal generated funds to build a modern laboratory to probably augment what you have? That is the problem we have. Management problem. All right. And look, this issue about the 24 hours OPD issue, which is a second thing, for me, if it is seated within the government 24-hour policy, all right, I don't see why the doctors should complain. Right? The essence is that this is government policy. A medical doctor, what have you to do about it? Where I sit as a lecturer, if government says that he's going to ensure that there will be 24-hour economy at universities, praise the Lord. All right?
That's if it doesn't add more work to you, but instead employs more people.
If you add more work to me, what does it mean? The locum that you are going to do outside, can't you do it internally?
That's right.
And generate some money? You understand? I mean, it is only an increase in your revenue. You get my point?
Yeah.
Except that I'll be able to manage what we refer in theory as work-life balance. If I'm able to manage these two so that it doesn't put unnecessary pressure and tension, stress on me to develop certain health complications, I'm okay. I only have to manage my time.
Okay.
All right. So for me, I see it as a management failure. I mean, because management has actually refused, to address these threats, that we are facing now. And I think that probably somebody, if you feel tired, should resign.
Okay. Wanda, there was that frown, that smirk on your face. This Kolebu are described as the pinnacle or the very, very, that's what mirrors our health system.
Losing it.
Yeah. If Kolebu is going this way, then let me, does it reveal a much deeper or obvious challenges in our health system?
Addressing this issue.
And again, I want to reiterate that the strike has been suspended, though. It's been suspended.
No, but
it was a needless strike.
The question, it's just calm. We know that the real issue still persists.
It was a needless strike, to be honest with you. And I want to believe that these doctors involved in this brawl are treating Ghanaians, like trash. And we have to call them out. The facility does not belong to doctors. It doesn't belong to laboratory technicians. It doesn't belong to the lab scientists. It doesn't belong to the lab physicians, and we need to call them out. Now, for government to say that I want to introduce 24-hour economy, and you sit and you decide to resist it, who said that the 24-hour economy only meant that you should work extra hours? Who said that?
It's a matter of choice.
Government is just finalizing recruitment of nurses, 6,000 nurses. Still in the process. I think it ended already or now. And then you sit in the comfort of your home. Your employer says, I'm expanding my business. You say, well, we are not going to allow it.
No, but if I don't see structural changes as well, why would I allow it?
You have no right. You are an employee of your employer.
But for health issues, but for health matters, we've seen, you see, you will land, I'll let you land, but just drawing your attention to, just maybe, so that when you're landing, you don't crash land. Okay, just drawing your attention. That for whatever reason, we're unable to treat the health sector conversation like every other health sector. Because, for example, when a person gets to a hospital and they don't get care, one of the things you hear or the commentary is not purely administrative or employer-based or employee-based. One of the things you hear is the behavior of workers. Okay, so where I know that I work in Kolebu or any other hospital, and of course my employer wants to expand, I shouldn't worry, but I know that I'm a worker there. And when a patient walks in at the time that I've closed, and I say I've closed, the public then demand you to do something.
That is not your business. I'm an employer. I know what I'm talking about. Okay. By the time an employer is taking the decision to expand his business, he's putting in the structures. I just told you that there's ongoing recruitment of nurses, 2021 or so, or 2023, one of them. I don't know which batch. These MPP guys have left. I mean, from 2021, they haven't employed. So we're doing 2021 right now, I think so, or 2023, one of them. There's a huge backlog against the lies they told us that they had employed nurses. this year we're doing 2021 or 20, one of them, I should get it right soon. And I'm saying that government is doing that. Number two, no doctor, no medical player has been asked to do any extra work. The government has only announced that the 24-hour economy will kick in soon. As to what structures government is putting in place, that is the business of government. Are you then implying that people in government who have taken this decision to expand our health infrastructure in Kolebu are so dumb that they will use the same group of people to do the 24-hour economy? Number two, who said that these doctors are not already doing extra in their locums, in the various hospitals that they go and do extra work? So it's as though it is now a crime that if you're asked to do something more, which you will be paid for, then it's a crime. And therefore, we are going on strike. And therefore, somebody loses his life. And therefore, government loses revenue. And you think we should condone this? I don't think it's right. Rather, the process should have been to engage government and say, hey, you say you want to introduce 24-hour economy. What are the plans? Then government tells you the plan in the rollout as they want it before you take a decision. But you don't preempt government's decision or the management decision to say that because they said they want to introduce it sits. And in fact, even in their statement, they wrote that it sits in the broader conversation of the president's 24-hour agenda. What is that supposed to mean? I mean, we should not get to the point where our institutions have lost their verve and valor and have lost their stint in terms of managing the various institutions that we have under us. If I was the MD for, I don't know if it's the MD or chief executive for Kolebu, this is a very good call. I will quickly do what I have to do. I will crack the whip. How do I crack the whip? I make sure that there are doctors who are available to do the job, and we move on. We are not going to be tied down. The country cannot be tied down by a couple of doctors or medical practitioners who believe that this is the way to go, and that's all. For all you know, this is all pure politics. For all you know. And that is why we must be bold as a country. We must be very resolute as a country. When we are introducing policies, the policies must sit well, very well in time, and also sit well in practice. Then you can roll out. Why? Kolebu, when it started in 1923, was only 200 beds. Today they are talking about some 2,000 beds or so, or 1,000 beds or whatever we are all told. Yeah. A lot of expansion has gone on there. University of Ghana has invested so much money in Kolebu, and yet when you see Kolebu, it's a pale shadow of itself sometimes. I mean, because of the way the place is managed. I haven't seen anybody yet. All my family members who have had to be referred to Kolebu never came back. Almost everybody, and I'm sure you have such witnesses. So when somebody is being referred to Kolebu and they say ICU, you are scared, you are worried, because they will stay there for a month and you hear the next thing you hear.
It's not an irony, knowing that that's where you should actually receive
exactly. So that is why we need to pay attention. I don't think that the chief executive should relent on this. He should fight it, make sure the job is done. We need a 24-hour economy, 24-hour service delivery at Kolebu. Kolebu must be on its feet, and we must do very well. Now they have a competition, a very good competition with the University of Ghana GMC. Medical Center. UGMC, you go there, even though they are top-notch in terms of their services and you pay commensurate value, but they are delivering. And that's what Kolebu should be doing. I think Kolebu has become bigger than maybe itself and unable to turn around some of these things. Yet a lot of revenue is lost there. Government is still paying electricity bill, water bill in those places. Government is still paying salaries of people who are working there, from cleaners to mortuary attendants to doctors to medical laboratory technicians and all that. And what is all this mess? Do you know the discussion about this laboratory technician thing? No, in the past we used to have what you call lab technicians or lab technologists, and all that. Then they upgraded it to lab scientists. So they do raw lab, training. They can do everything training in terms of lab, whatever. Then we now have doctors who have gone to specialize in lab, whatever, in terms of training. So they call them lab physicians. They are physicians. Then we have the scientists guys. Now the tough war is that because the scientists were the ones who were all this while in the lab and doing the lab results, the technicians, the physicians are now coming back and they want to now take over their job. They want to now be able to interpret results. They want to now do the pathology test themselves. Like, for instance, somebody dies and they want to do a post-mortem. Postmortem or coroner's, whatever. Then the the medical doctors, so-called semi-medical doctors, they are very close to medical doctors. Well, they are physicians, want to take up those jobs. So what is that? And because of that, lives are lost. Because of that, Ghanaians won't have the best of service. Because of that, somebody wants to go on strike.
So that's pure administrative, isn't it?
You want to go on strike because of this.
These are administrative,
yes.
isn't it?
Yes, so it's administrative. It cannot be the reason why Ghanaians should suffer. And that's what I'm saying.
You think that the current CEO didn't see this
That's
coming?
why I'm saying the current CEO should crack the whip. Who takes charge? Who is in charge?
Okay.
Because this is a business of role play. This is a business of management. This is a business of making sure that the country runs on its wheels better. Not because of personal interest or because of some theft war or some, I am the boss here and all that. And yet these people will be paid.
So you say 6,000 nurses are being processed to be employed.
Yes.
But the previous government as well employed some. I think late 2025.
Every year. Come again.
Are you a nurse?
I must say they have not even been paid. Those we recruited in 2024.
Okay, I thought some of them had been processed.
They only paid 2 months. They only paid 2 months.
But the process, you couldn't finish everything. I'll come to you. I just want the numbers very well. 6,000
nurses have been, employed, currently.
900 doctors already. There's a backlog here.
These are not people who finished nursing school in 2024.
They finished previously, yeah.
And so they are all in the house and waiting to be employed. I have met a couple of them who have even appealed to me to help them, but they were not in the 2021 log. I met people who were 2023 and all that who have not been employed. Yet this government lied to us and told us that they have been employed every year and that there's no backlog. Now
was there no backlog previously? There's always been backlog.
But they told us that there is no backlog and that they have been employing. And I'm saying that we're in government and we're seeing that as far back as 2021, people have not been employed. So it means that the last batch they did was in 2020. It's 4 years after 2020. And they left government without employing some of these people. And then they sit on TV again and tell us that, this government is not doing anything. Nurses are in the house, they are not employed. Teachers are in the house. How many of those do you employ? Because we already know there's always a backlog. So don't do politics with some of these systems that we have had.
So exactly what are you saying? There was employment.
I said there's a backlog. We have a large backlog. We are now employing 2021.
But this does not mean the previous government didn't do anything.
I didn't say that. I said that they told us that there is no backlog.
Okay.
They told us there's no backlog.
That's clear.
They are back. They are out of government now. We're in 2026. We are now employing 2021. How many years behind? 5 years behind.
That's clear.
So that's a lot of people in the system.
That's clear. That's clear. Have you landed on the point?
Yeah, I'm done.
Okay.
So thank you so much. I think it is purely management issue. And I think the management of Kolebu should really bow their heads in shame. Because this is something that just a theft war on who uses the lab, right? Who has restriction over this place or that place. And it didn't start yesterday. This is something that shouldn't even come out for doctors to even come out to say that they are even going on strike. If it is only this issue of who uses the lab and so on, there must be a policy framework that indeed this, even here where you work in this environment, there are people who work within the Joy News department here, but they cannot enter the studio, right? So why will this be an issue that doctors will even have to come and say that they even want to go on strike? This thing happened in 2015 in the same hospital. Same hospital.
2015?
15, yes. 2015, it happened in the same hospital. The same lab technician, laboratory technicians and the doctors.
Physicians, yeah.
You understand? So the most important thing is that Ghana Health Service will have to come out with a clear policy on how the work environment should be.
But is it not clear who does what?
Yes, but
in terms of medical sciences?
Yes, but you see now they are saying that they want to use the lab to do further studies and also do some work there. And those managing the lab are saying that, no, don't come here, you want to usurp our powers and so on. And this is something that clearly management could resolve it easily without necessarily having to tell us that they are going on strike because they don't have access.
Do you believe
there are
it could be political? Do you
How
believe
can this be political? These are doctors, individual doctors, who have political affiliation. And it is not really the leadership that are coming out with this. It is the entire doctors who have come out to say that this is our decision. So how can this be political? Or you mean to say that they are all members of one political party? These are doctors who have been working there for a longer time.
I mean, because wonder
so it is only
the fact that for all you know, it may be. I'm thinking,
how can this be political?
That it can?
How can this be political?
Okay.
These are doctors who have worked there over time. And the doctors have come together to say that we have some restrictions assessing lab. That is why I'm saying that. It is the leadership of Kolebu, both the CEO and the management, that have got us where we are today. These are issues you could resolve. For instance, as we work here, if someone from the newsroom always helped him, and or they will tell him that he's here 24-hour economy. It's just interesting. That you see, the problem with this government is that they are running helter-skelter, looking for opportunities to really say they are doing 24-hour economies anywhere. Because the doctors are part of management. You know, they have their reps on management. The policy directive is that run 24-hour outpatient service over there. And they are telling you that the Kolebu Polyclinic has been doing that over time. Even today, they are still doing that. If you want us to do it fully, make sure that you recruit extra staff. You cannot overstretch us. Emefa, you assess hospitals. You go to a hospital today, and the doctor who is supposed to come, leave around 8 will have to leave around 10 because there are a lot of patients and he cannot leave the patients. You get it? So they are completely overwhelmed to the extent that they are telling you that if you really want us to run the 24-hour full service, because we're doing it with Kolebu Polyclinic already, if you want us to do full service, recruit more nurses. And you see, Kolebu recruit their nurses separately. That's what they do. Kolebu, Konfanochi, and so on. They open up and recruit their nurses. It is not the 6,000 that you're talking about that are sent to Kolebu. No, they open, then they recruit their nurses. You get it? That's what they do. Now, if you want them to run 24 hours, they are saying they recruit. And they have not seen any policy guideline from management that they are recruiting nurses or extra doctors or extra workers. That's why they are telling you that for the 24-hour economy, let's remain with the polyclinic until you put some structures in place in terms of hiring people, getting us modern equipment and so on, so that we'll be able to do it. Again, on nurses' backlog. You see, well, where we are today because of the inactions of his government. When we took over, before 2013, nurses, after they complete school, they don't even do national service. They just get automatic posting. You know that. They just get posted. Then there was an introduction of a national service for nurses for 1 year. Then that 1 year national service derailed 2014, 15, 16. You didn't recruit a single nurse. We came and posted them in 2017. Those you even recruited in 2013 worked for 3 years without salary. You reported these things. They worked for 3 years and they were paid 1 month. We had to come and pay the backlog in 2017. Again, you see, when you check 2021, you know the 2021 batch, you know when they were ready for a recruitment? They will be ready in 2023. Yes, because they will complete in 2021, do national service mandatory for 1 year. Mm-hmm. That is 2022, the entire 2022. Mm-hmm. Then they will be eligible for recruitment in 2023.
But that's an obvious backlog. So why did you tell us there's no backlog?
I'm coming. We never said there was no backlog. I'm even surprised that he says that. He should point to who said that there were no backlog at Ghana Health Service. Why will we say this? When the nurses are home, we know them. I'm saying that it is a structure you started in 2014, 2015. That is what had led us to today where we are. Because in 2014, 2015, 2016, you didn't recruit nurses. Those you recruited in 2013, they worked for 3 years without a pay. They were paid 1 month in 2016.
I'm tempted to remind you that what we're discussing today, which is the turf war, you have given me a year or a date that it started, 2015.
Yes.
And then today we're discussing it. You had a whole 8 years. You couldn't fix it. But you're giving us dates for the others.
That's the reason I told you.
How are you fixing it?
Every year we're recruiting.
How? No. So I'm saying that.
Check. I'm saying we were
I'm just asking
nurses.
who's coming to equity was coming.
When we came in 2017,
yes,
we couldn't recruit those in 2016. We had to, those who completed in 2016, we had to recruit those in 2014 and 2015 first. Check. In we posted 11,000 in 2017, and they were nurses that completed as far as 2014. So that is why we were rolling it out like this, and we're doing recruitment almost every year. That was the reason even in 2024, we recruited some. So we have effectively 2 batches.
So using the same analogy, and
I'm saying that we had only 2 batches left.
Because the 24-hour economy, the 24-hour policy can lead us to areas that we probably did want to discuss, but you've brought it to the fore. Wanda here says that you're a health worker. Kolebu says that I want to start operating the 24-hour policy. For example, my bosses want to employ more anchors or more journalists over here. Whether they have chairs for them to sit down, whether they have tables for them to work on a computer, is their business.
No.
However,
it's a different...
I drew the attention to that. However, the reality check is that when the decision is taken now, without the other factors, when it comes to bite, is the government will bite?
It will not bite the government. You're here. They are not recruiting extra staff. They are telling you that your program that you're supposed to do till 6 p.m. that you will leave, it will be extended to 8.
That's not what it says.
That's
not
so
what
it lies on me to say no. There are labor laws. I don't know. It lies on me to say no.
When you go to what the doctors are saying is that you have not provided the structures. One.
So how
Two is
do
that
I'm
coming.
Two
is that you are not recruiting those who will do the work.
How do I reconcile this? Because yesterday, though it was short-lived, that strike, it was short-lived, but the consequences were dire and real. What's the difference between you striking because of a decision that has not been implemented and a decision that would have been implemented later? What's the difference? The consequences are the same.
The strike had 2 issues, not necessarily one.
Whichever way, the impact is the same.
I'm saying that the impact is the same, but I'm saying that they are saying that, well, this is therefore between we and laboratory people. Right? And it has escalated to threats and so on. So we're laying down our tools. Again, we even have reservations of by the management that they are going to run 24 hours when they have not recruited. The reason I told you this is that the recruitment at Kolebu is done with approval of the board. And they do their separate recruitment from the Ghana Health Service. And
who will pay? Bottom line, who will pay?
It's the government that pays. But I'm saying that. You see, but these are institutions that are semi-autonomous.
Yeah.
Konfanoche, Kolebu.
They still need clearance from Finance Ministry to employ.
You understand? So I'm saying that, yes, they will
it's still part of government's agenda.
That is why
the 6,000 parties are located to those.
You see, the thing is that the 24-hour economy, you only allocated a paltry $11 million to 24-hour economy secretariat. You get it? And you want institutions to also run 24-hour economy when you don't have the budget.
Are they being paid for?
So how do you do this? When you don't even have the budget.
Well, let's move to, yes, Director. Let's move to
where he landed. Budget for the 24-hour economy secretariat is not meant for operational
in institutions like this.
Institutions like this.
Okay.
So let me we should get that one clear. Number 2, he is saying that Kolebu, they do their own employment.
Yes.
Are you getting it?
Yes.
Do they pay the employees themselves?
I mean, the obvious
it's
answer
government.
is that's
Who constitute the board of Kolebu? Is it not government?
No.
Huh?
It's not. But if government appoints some few people, then there are institutional
the board chair.
It's government.
No, it's not.
Who appoints the board chair?
There's a law.
Is it not
only
government?
Board chairman and some few people.
Which institution doesn't have a law in terms
you see,
of the board?
The act.
It is not government.
You are closing at 8:30.
Emefa. The act that
Doc is my accurate timekeeper today.
On the 24-hour economy.
It's not 24-hour economy. It's just a policy it's not the entire economy.
I just want to make a point.
Yes.
The act is specific. Maybe someone from a physician's unit, lab, this, that, president will appoint maybe 2 or 3 or 4, maybe TUC rep, and it's there. It doesn't mean it's not appointed by government, because the board chair, who has the veto power, is appointed by the president.
He doesn't have veto power.
Listen.
Board chair
Now,
people.
you've been talking for a long time.
On the just clarity on the money, on the budget.
The money that's allocated.
They don't have veto power.
When the president launched the 24-hour economy plus, he told us, in order for them to be able to roll it out, we need $4 billion to be able to really do this necessary infrastructure. And you are telling me that it doesn't have any correlation.
Emefa.
You are telling me that $11 billion doesn't have any correlation.
That one is talking about industries and other things.
Not industry.
Oh, please.
Not industry.
This is the issue.
That was the issue, yes.
As to whether Kolebu employs by itself, and let's assume, assumption number 1, Kolebu pays staff, including doctors and nurses, right? No, assumption. Okay.
No, the point, no. When the facts are
because
there,
I thought
yes,
but you can't do assumptions.
No, but you see, your point that you made has been disputed. That's what I'm bringing.
No, he didn't dispute.
Which one of the points?
The payments.
No. We didn't split hairs there on payment. We're saying that the government pays the
salaries.
Yes. But it's a recruitment that follow different channels.
So my point
we did
is
not.
Okay, Doc will have the final say on this, and I'll move to other matters.
That if Kolebu is going to recruit to implement the 24-hour economy, it's a decision of Kolebu management, not doctors,
not employees.
In fact, purely administrative, whether they can implement it or not.
The point still remains that doctors shouldn't have used the 24-hour economy
for politics,
for whatever reason that they went into. Okay, for me, my reading tells me that they are worried about staffing.
Yes.
And over time.
I mean, Doc, it's quite fair.
Yeah. So those arguments are fair, but these are management structures.
Okay.
But nobody has put a gun on your throat to do 24-hour. The government says
I really want us to move forward, but to be honest, you know that if we narrow it down like that, we'll be back on this table. Doctors saying that they're overwhelmed, they are going on strike and all of that. So let's go to other issues.
Let me put some issues.
Oral, because Phyllis Otukwache has given an update on oral.
On that. That's why.
That's for oral. They know they're suffering, so don't worry. Let's get to this. I'm saying that.
Give him his time to start.
Just 30 seconds.
Just like the university's recruitment, it's the same thing that goes across the teaching hospitals.
Yes.
You get clearance. You declare to government the vacancies available and the need.
I think you've made that
point. Then government gives you the clearance to recruit.
Yeah.
It is not true, okay, that they recruit and pay themselves.
He didn't say that, you know.
But I say he said that. I'm not making my point.
But if it's
not true.
That is assumption he created, that they recruit themselves. But if he says that they recruit themselves on their own,
then it means that there has been a lie.
That is what he wants to put across. He didn't say that, but that's what he's trying to put across.
That was why it was necessary for us to do that.
Yes,
that's why Doc said that there's IGF, internally generated funds.
That's not to pay
some staff. There are some categories of staff who are paid through IGF.
True. That's a pure truth. Anyway, okay. So yesterday, government spokesperson gave us an update. Well, so it says that 4 persons have been arrested over PDS/ECG deal. While I acknowledge that they haven't put charges forward for us to want to discuss or debate it, but it brings to the fore that if you recall, at the time, President Mahama, when he was campaigning, said that no matter what happened for this particular PDS, when he becomes president, he was going to make sure he will look into it, and if there's anything found, people would be punished. Let me start with you, Wanda.
Oh, me?
It's the government spokesperson titled it Oral Update.
Yeah.
Operation Recover or Loot. Explain to us what that update means.
No, Emefa, there's very little to say about this. First of all, the issue has already taken a lawful dimension that is been investigated. They have not been charged yet, I'm told, but they have been invited. Investigations have begun. Oh, did I read they've been charged? No, not yet. They've been granted bail and work is ongoing. To be honest with you, PDS is one of the things that brought us to our knees in terms of ECG, because a lot of revenue collected within that period was lost, unaccounted for. Number 2, the PDS deal was supposed to, you remember when they put it together, it was supposed to be a bank guarantee, and they decided to switch it for an insurance guarantee and all that, which is normally cheaper. If you're into contracts, and if they ask you for bank guarantee, you cry, because it is a more stringent way of securing our funds or our base or our losses. So a bank guarantee, the bank will ask you to come and put that money or half of that money, lock it up in an account until the expiry of the deal. But if it's an insurance, you pay only a certain premium, which is normally cheaper, about 0.8% or 0.9%, 0.10%, depending on the insurance company you're dealing with. They have a cap. this was what happened in PDS deal. While the deal says you should do this upfront, and it was a condition precedent, they did not do it. It wasn't a condition. They didn't take care of the condition precedent. They went, changed, swapped it, and all this we were told that it was under the auspices of a certain, individual in the Flagstaff House who was so powerful, and a vice president, and all that. And we need to be clear in our mind that PDS
what are you saying?
was
say
a
it
standard.
with your chest so that I can.
Because it's a lie. How can he say it? You don't know the vice president of this republic passed. You don't know when the event happened.
I know the events. I know the companies that were involved.
So we know.
That.
And the people, the names that we've listed, you know them. This is one of the things that brought ECG to its knees. So much revenue was lost within that period. All the monies that were collected were not accounted for. Today we are seeing traces of some of those transfers. And these 4 people have been picked up because they are transfers from the so-called account that was used to other places. And government is investigating.
So will it be transfers from account, yes. ECG's account?
No, when they took over, the revenue was paid to them.
Yeah, because I only ask because
revenue collection.
I only ask because I'm quoting Felix Kwachifosu. Yeah. That's why, because at the time PDS had 51%, and then government then would have 49%. Yes. So the funds that he's talking about, would it be from which of the people? Like that? Because
I'm saying that the whole PDS deal was to take over the revenue collection of ECG. Therefore, when payments were made,
the operations, not the revenue collection.
Sorry,
the operations of ECG. They were to take over the operations. That's why they went and branded every office.
No. It was not privatization. It was revenue collection, revenue assurance. You see, almost all the scandals of the MPP has been revenue assurance. And what's revenue assurance? Government can collect its revenue. So we put up a shady deal, shady company to say that I'm collecting revenue for you. And that's all, from a Japa to PDS to the ICOMS one, the one at the port. All of them has been about revenue assurance. Everything has been revenue assurance. And it was one of the schemes that they used to steal our money. And for me, I think that the investigations will reveal a lot.
Okay.
We'll get to know what exactly is happening. The PDS thing, yes, we do agree that it was the Millennium Compact, requirement that government finds a body that can assure of revenue and the leakages and to block the leakage. We do know that. That one is not in doubt. But as to how we went about it is where the issue is.
Okay.
Okay.
Awal, what's the pushback?
So, the PDS, what we had during campaign and what is happening today are 2 different things. Because if you read it, you will hear that indeed they were in arbitration. At the arbitration, they were supposed to leave that money, 850 million cedis that they collected, they leave it in the account until after arbitration. Then after the arbitration in November 2025, the money was not in that account. And that is the only reason they have been called, not in terms of how they manage ECG or anything. And let's put that clear.
The government spokesperson did not even talk about management. He was quite clear. He says certain transfers of funds.
Exactly.
So it's got nothing to do with the management.
So it comes back to the things we had in the campaign and the things he said just right now.
What did
that when they came, they mismanaged our money and so on.
But
there's nothing. There's nothing.
But the reason for which they are being taken is transfers. The transfers is for.
I was quiet. I was just quiet. I'm saying that today. What is in contention? Why the 4 people have been arrested is that 850 million Ghana cedi.
In fact, there was no amount stated.
No, so all these lies, you should stop these lies and give us a break.
There's no amount.
The press statement, speak to the press statement.
It's not about the press statement. It's about the information.
This is information you
from where? Yes, it is the information.
Because he's the one saying
why will he do this? You are giving your time. You couldn't even communicate anything. You are giving your time. You are giving your time. You couldn't communicate anything.
I'm asking where from this. How did you get this? I'm asking him. I'm
saying that.
800 and how much?
I'm saying that. 850 million. And this is on...
From where to where?
On Top Story. And this is Ben...
like the account. I'm talking about the... I'm talking about what account?
They worked and took over PDS. After taking over PDS, they started operating... PDS took over ECG.
Wanda, don't distract him. Let him have his thoughts.
It took over the distribution of electricity in this country. It was not revenue assurance. It was just the distribution. So they collected some amounts of money. When we terminated that contract, there was money sitting in their account, which is around $850 million, Ghana cedi. Then they went into arbitration and said that we terminated that contract unjustifiably. Then in the court in London, the London Court of Arbitration said that let's keep that money in their account until the arbitration ends.
Yes.
Arbitration ended in December 2025. After the end of the arbitration, the monies had been moved out.
Was it after or before?
Yes,
because the requirement was that during the arbitration, the money should sit in that account.
Sit in the account.
Yes.
Now, after the arbitration, the money is not in the account, so they have been called to come and explain. That is one. Two is that, you see, the PDS then, it is Akufo-Addo who has saved this country. I'm telling you. Because, you see, where PDS didn't start in 2017. The process started in 2014. We qualified for the second compact of the Millennium Development Account, where we're supposed to draw down $190 million for ECG infrastructure and so on. Yes. But the condition is that you have to privatize ECG. You have to get private involvement in ECG. The Mahama administration at that time accepted it and started the process with MIDA as transaction advisors. Now, the agreement that time was 80% to the foreigners and 20% to Ghanaians. So they finished everything, got to a point where 3 companies were shortlisted: Miracle of Philippines, BSC from China, and one other company from France. Now, when we took over in 2017, what we did was that we couldn't really hand over a strategic asset like that to 80% for 30 years.
You brought it to 51.
For 30 years. Then we said that Ghanaians should get 51, whilst they take 49. So it is only Miracle and BXC.
No, wait, was it Ghanaian? Theirs was 51.
Ghanaian involvement. No.
I thought theirs was 51.
No. Ghanaian involvement is 51, whilst theirs is 49. So BSC and Miracle were the only companies that qualified to even bring in. The MIDA people disqualified BSC, and they even went to court. Then they gave it to Miracle together with their Ghanaian counterparts.
MIDA disqualified?
Then, yes, MIDA disqualified them because, you see, MIDA was a transaction advisor. And again, you see, when they did that, they went to court. Then they gave it to Miracle. Then they started the PDS. And we put in a clause that instead of 30 years, it should be 20 years. And the 20 years, within the 5 years, will have to really, they will be in probation. Within the period, the board chair of ECG at that time, Kelly Gajepo, saw that indeed the MIDA people did not do due diligence. So we had people from here, Ghana, from ECG, who went to Qatar to check whether indeed they gave that guarantee. When we saw that indeed the guarantee was falsified, we terminated the contract. After terminating the contract, US MIDA disagreed that we shouldn't have terminated. We should take steps to resolve it. Akufo-Addo said, no, we'll terminate it. And we terminated it and we lost $190 million that they were supposed to give us.
Yes.
You understand? So if you tell me that Akufo-Addo created this PDS, it is Mahama who created the PDS.
Can you listen to yourself?
You see, because
can you listen to yourself?
We came in the process, we couldn't do anything about it.
What were you terminating?
You understand?
All the court processes you are talking about.
Because we didn't do that.
It was MIDA. Oh, look at this.
Yes, that's the reason. And again, you see, the line,
PDS,
the line that the
PDS was incorporated.
Oh, but,
check the date.
Check from
I'm talking to listeners and not you because I gave the historical background.
Incorporation of the initiation of it.
My question is, he said the NDC created or the John Mahama created PDS. So and I'm saying that is a blatant lie. Because even PDS.
When you terminated the 80-20,
yes,
it means that there was no existing contract.
No, it was there.
If you terminated it, then
which company was giving
the contract? You varied the contract. You varied the same contract. And initiated it in March or what? March 2019.
When we came in 2017, the process was already there.
I appreciate this.
They had shortlisted 3 companies.
Yes.
One from France, one from China, and one from Philippines. That is Miracle. You understand? When we came, we saw that 80 going to them is a no-no.
For proper contract that would be enforceable, When would you say that PDS was initiated? For an enforceable conduct, not when you initiated.
No, not the initiation.
What initiation are you talking about?
We finished the process. The process started in 2014, and we finished it in March 2019. And we gave it to them within 6 months, because we put in a clause that within 5 years there will be checks and balances. We did that, and we saw that indeed there were some breaches. The U.S. government said that we shouldn't have terminated the contract.
That's clear, and it's the reason why we
lost money. Again, let me clear this. The lie that they put out, that Dr. Bawumia, the lie that the NDC are engaged.
The company, so-called companies that they engaged within the project.
BSC, Miracle, and other things started.
PDS was passed.
My question, no, I
and PDS was
passed.
You created PDS overnight and handed over.
Let me finish with Dr. Bawumia. You mentioned Dr. Bawumia. The lie that they put out that Dr. Bawumia was the one who changed the bank guarantee to the.
He himself.
This is a statement from MIDA. That they said that come in.
The mediators.
Yes, the MIDA. They are saying that we have reviewed the terms and guarantees and take the following notice. Guarantees, okay. So I'm coming.
Your line has no boundaries.
By virtue of the content of this letter signed on Magua, it is evident that the Vice President did not play any role as claimed by the section of the minority in Parliament, including former Deputy Elected Minister John Jinapo. This is a statement that was released by MIDA, who were the transaction advisors. So how did Bawumia play any role? What did he do?
Let's have the others.
It's a lie.
I'll come back to you.
That they put out. That's why we're saying that I'm happy this is
your own line knows no boundaries.
I'm even happy this is in
your own line knows no boundaries.
It's okay.
PDS that was incorporated overnight, handed over a deal. And then you now come
something that started talking about
PDS started it. When was PDS
2019.
When was PDS incorporated? Even as a company.
Okay, your mics are off. Let me hear you, Director.
It's just unfortunate that people cannot speak to facts and then truth. Are you getting it? It's not anything that we need to do propaganda with it or we lie about. No. It's not good for our image. Are you getting it? The 4 arrested, you just look at them. Look at them. It's unfortunate, my good friend, the lady amongst them, my very good friend, is paining me that she is part of it. But you see, PDF, I can term it like, let me borrow Justice Doche's this. It's create, loot, and share. Simple.
How so?
How so?
When he's missing.
He was quiet. Well,
yes.
I need to manage just 2 minutes between Doc and Director, and it's a very difficult task. Please.
Next week I'll protest. You gave him 20 minutes. You see?
Made me.
You see? If you look at the people involved, it should tell you that, look, this one you cannot defend it started from where and where and where. Yes, the window was there, and you took advantage of it. Put your people together and gave it to them. Are you getting it? So, we don't want to hear anything that,
somebody started it.
Mama started it, something. Look, it was exposed. This deal was exposed by Peter Amewu, the then Minister for Energy. He exposed the deal. And because of that, they kick him out from the ministry. And you are here saying what? You are here saying that Akufo-Addo exposed it and then saved this country. It's a total lie.
Okay.
Amewu exposed the deal and he was kicked out.
Director, let me owe you some time next week.
Director, don't understand.
Let me owe you some time next week, unfortunately.
Wow.
Unfortunately, I have to owe you this time, and I promise I'll give it back to you. And let me go to Doc. Doc, it is because of these challenges, it's because of the challenges, that's why we went to arbitration. Whether who started, who didn't start, what government got. The 850 was supposed to sit in that account. They say it's been transferred. That's why 4 people. Does this sit under oral, particularly? Does it? I apologize. I apologize. So, my director is nearly taking me off.
If it is about corruption,
it's not corruption.
Then probably
it's corruption.
It's not.
Oral may be involved, right? But since
Awal, don't do that.
Ora is defunct.
Awal, don't do that. You did. He has only 1 minute.
All right, we cannot also establish that there has been some kind of corruption and all that. Remember that, the people involved have been granted bail. There will be some level of investigation. If they are found culpable, it moves to the legal, environment for the lawyers and judges to take over. For me, I think that this PDF issue, so much corruption charges, allegations, and all that against PDF. But then, PDS, sorry. You see, PDF. So, PDS. And so, for me, I think that government, if necessary, should put in certain interventions that could help so that if there is a need for PDS to still be running, yes, they should be running. This allegation about, Dr. Bawumia's involvement in PDS, for me, I think that when I check the readings and all that, I don't really find any allegations against him. I think that there was an issue where there was a petition, somewhere in September 2024.
I have to be apologizing to all of you today. And it's not me, it's Kingsley and Yao.
Let's make this point.
Because there's something scheduled exactly at 8:30.
Let me make this point.
Okay, Doc, please land in a few seconds. I apologize, Eric.
Certain 3 individuals petitioned, and they petitioned the office of the special prosecutor. As at now, special prosecutor has not been able to come forth to probably say that Dr. Bawumia was involved in the establishment and
anything concerning Dr. Bawumia, he will not respond. He will not.
Who will not respond?
Special prosecutor. We've petitioned him on the pages of over 300 pickups. He didn't even acknowledge receipt of it.
I like that this matter is still being investigated.
Special prosecutor has
thank you.
A lot of, oral cases, right? So for me, once he's keeping quiet, then it means that there hasn't been any evidence against him.
There's not.
Gentlemen, thank you so much. We'll pick up on this. But please stay. We have an AM exclusive for you. We're taking you to the front lines of Russia-Ukraine war, the harrowing experience of a Ghanaian recruit. My colleague, Samuel Kojo, sat down with one of them, please.
So this is Joy News, and today we have a story that I'm sure will bring some chills in your spine. You remember that about 4 years ago, Russia invaded Ukraine. And in that particular war, we learned that there are so many African young men and women who have been recruited to be part of the frontliners. Ghana has had its fair share of having a lot of young people fighting in this battle, but we have not really had faces to this. Today, we speak with one young man who just returned from Russia, from fighting at the front line. And he is willing to tell us his story. So do stay with us. Let's go through this journey together. I hope all is well. First of all, let me ask you, how are you?
I'm doing good.
You sure?
I'm good. Better than before.
Okay. How did you end up in Russia? Let's start from how you got information to be part of it.
Okay, so 2 years ago, I was in Ghana where I told my mom I want to travel to go find greener pastures in Dubai. So I traveled to Dubai to go find greener pastures. Then I found this one friend of mine who actually helped me, so I was just into this kind of Chinese company thing. Yeah. But it got to a time that the Chinese company work broke down. So I had no choice than to look for another country to go settle so I can find more money to help home. So I used to have this agent who is called Godfrey. He's a Ghanaian, but he's an agent in Dubai. He helps people travel around countries, and he also do UAE visa too as well. So I went to this guy, I explained my intents to him. So okay, then you have job opportunities in different countries, but with first I have to build a traveling history. So at first he made me travel to China for some holidays. Then from China I came back. So before I was coming back, he told me he had this opportunity about this Russian stewardship, but it's being linked to military aspects. But we wouldn't be going to fight. But I didn't know much about this Russian military war. You know, when you are far from there, you don't really know how the whole story looks like. You might think that it's just a normal military thing. So he told me like there's a steward. I said like, what does it entail to be a steward in the military? I was like, oh, okay, just to help them clean their rifles, their boots, and one or two things. I said, okay, no problem. Then I'm in. He even told me about the salary and the benefits. And the salary was kind of very scary. Yeah, it was very scary because how can I be a steward and take like $4,000 and after they'll give me $3,000 for me joining? Which kind of stewardship? I said, okay, it's just a new stewardship that they brought up that guys are really joining. It's like a job opportunity. So okay, don't worry, I'm in. So we were two guys. We were all Ghanaians, my friend and I. So he requested for an amount that we have to pay before the visa will be processed. So let's say in Dubai currency, he asked for 5,000 grams, which is more like almost 20-something thousand Ghana cedis by now, yeah. So at that time, my friend wasn't having money when we came back from China. It was a little bit down. So I rather went to pay my own first. So after the payment, I told him that he shouldn't worry. When I go and things get better, I'm actually going to send him money so that he could also come join me. So I made my payment. It just took like almost 3 days, like less than 3 days. My visa came. I was surprised how. A normal visa shouldn't take this kind of short distance to come. But I was really surprised. Oh, okay, your visa is in within few days, your ticket will also be ready. Because earlier he told me that the job comes with free ticket, but you make the visa yourself. Okay. Yeah. So I was kind of really happy about it because ticket is also a different problem, and that I don't have much cash on me. So I was fully in. So when the visa came, he gave me my ticket, and then I flew to Russia. Even when I even got to Russia, so
you flew from Dubai to Russia.
To Russia. So when I got to Russia, I was being detained for some hours, almost like 6 hours before they released me. Because right now, Russia, they don't accept visitors that much. So if you come with a tourist visa, they have to detain you and ask you a lot of questions while you are in the country. They go through my phone. But later, when you go there, they were like, I should tell them that I'm here because of the military people. With that, they can release me earlier. I said, okay, no problem, we'll do as you said. But before I was coming, there were other 2 Ghanaians attached to me. I don't know them, but the agent actually also helped them. So we were actually 3 that we flew from Dubai to Russia. Yeah, we were 3 guys. We are all Ghanaians. So those were the 3 guys I moved with to Russia. So we 3 of us were being detained at the airport. Mm-hmm. So we were there almost 6 hours. We were still there.
The visa they gave you was a visitor's
visa. Yes, it was a visit visa. Yeah, just a month. Yeah.
Okay.
Visit visa. They have a trick of doing that. I'm coming. I will be there. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So they just give us a one month visit visa to travel there. But they told us when you get there, they are going to change our visa status to maybe like a resident or something. Mm-hmm. So they just gave us 1 month. So after the detaining for the 6 hours, they came to call us, they went through our phone, they checked that they are safe whilst you're entering into their country. I said, okay, there is someone behind there waiting for you to take you to the base, whereby we are going to serve as stewards. Mm-hmm. So when we came out, we met this guy with the military uniform. I was like, okay, we are cool. So we asked him, how are we going? He was like, okay, we are currently in Moscow. But right now we are going to Istra. Istra is very close to Moscow. Yeah, but it's like from Moscow, but it's almost, more or less like Moscow, part of Moscow. So it was like 4 hours drive from the airport to the place. So we got to the base around at dawn, like 1 a.m. So when you go there, they give us bed sheets, beds, like you're going to the boarding house. They give you your staffs to go sleep, so that the next day they will tell you the reason why you are here. So when you go there, they give us our bed sheets, pillow. But the place we went, it looks like a military base, but it's like a old military base that they've migrated from there to a new base. So that place looks like a very old place. So that's where they kept us, the three of us. But when you go there, we see a lot of Africans there. Zimbabweans, Kenyans, South African, a lot of Africans, Nigerians. Yeah, so when you go there...
Can you guess the number?
Oh, okay, so let's say almost 60 plus. Yeah, we saw almost like 60 plus in my building. We're only 60. But they have other buildings that they have a lot of people too there.
Okay.
Yeah, so
in the same camp?
The same camp, yeah. Even some Arabic countries were also behind our building. Yeah, so it's like building by building. Every building have its own people that stays in. Yeah, so my building, we're almost like 60 plus people. So they were all there for them to be processed. For the stewardship, as they told us, they said stewardship. So when you go there, they gave us food, some kind of Russian food. My first time tasting Russian food. It wasn't easy, but we tried to eat some because we were actually hungry. So we ate the food, they gave us our bed sheets, then we went to bed, they gave us bed. So it's like a student's bed, top and down. So we were 8 in a room. 8 in a room, so we were 8 in a room. So I was lucky, I had a down bed. So when I got it, they gave us. So we slept the next day, and they called for a roll call. It's like, which kind of stewardship roll call thing? So we all came out, and a commander came. They said we are waiting for a commander. He came, he was a Ghanaian. One was a Ghanaian, and one was a South African.
And they are commanders in the Russian army?
They are not commanders.
Okay.
At that time, they told us they are commanders, not knowing they were agents.
Okay.
Those were the agents that tell, let's say, different countries that they need people, so that when those people provide them, they give them $1,000 for giving them a bin.
So it means that your agent in Dubai got $1,000
$1,000 for giving me out to that Ghanaian agent.
Or for getting you to sign on to be part of them. Yeah, so before you give the $1,000, he also has to receive a commission from the head commander. The commander who like, it's like they are trading us. When you get there, they'll tell, okay, we have people, come process them and take them away for training field before they take you to the front. So when you go there, they said the commander is coming. They came to introduce us to the place. They'll take you around. This is the place you go to washroom. This is the place you take your shower. This is the place you do this. So when I got there, there was the Ghanaian guy. After the introduction, everything, we went to him like a brother. But when you go there, we saw 5 Ghanaians there already. They were all also from Dubai. Okay.
5 Ghanaians there already. So actually, the Ghanaians became 8 in total. We were 3 that we went, and there were 5 people there, so we became 8. So when the next day, I went to see the guys. How long have they been here? They said, oh, they've been here for just 2 weeks now. I said, oh, okay. Now we were able to interrogate them, ask them more questions. The house here, like, it was like, they cannot talk unless we go see the Ghanaian commander, who can explain things better to us. But with them, they cannot talk because they don't also understand why they are into this. I said, like, you are into this, are you not here for stewardship? It was like, for now on, he cannot tell me unless I go ask the Ghanaian commander. So from there, the 3 of us, we rushed to go see the guy. He was like, oh, okay. So the truth is, you are here and you are here already. And what he's about to tell us, when we refuse to do, we are going to pay them their visa money and their tickets. Not knowing the visa was free for us, but the Dubai agents guy was using as a business for himself. You pay to him for him to issue your visa to you. Not knowing the visa, they make the visa themselves for us free. They pay everything.
And the Dubai guy took how much?
Took like 5,000
in Ghana cedis?
No, 5,000 AED, which is dirham, which is almost like 20-something pound Ghana cedis.
Okay.
From me. Yeah. So
something that should have been free for you.
Should have been free for me. Because I think he also want to benefit from that side. He was like, I was like, how? I paid for my visa, so why will you take visa money from me? If it's tickets, fine. That was when after the conversation. So he was like, what he's about to tell us, when we reject it, we are going to pay the visa money and the ticket money.
I'll let you continue, but the guy who took that 20-something thousand, is he the same person who take $1,000 for bringing you there?
Sure.
He's the same person?
He's the same person, yeah.
Okay, all right.
So actually he was like, okay. I was like, okay, no problem, but what was it about? You are actually making us panic. He puts some fear in here. So okay, no problem. He told us the truth. He was like, okay, you guys are here for military contracts. Military contract, as in, you don't understand, military contract, as in, me, I never wish to be a military guy, so military contract, as in, we are here for straight to help them with their one or two things. So why are we here for military contract? What's the meaning of military contract? That was when he was like, I never knew about military contract. All I know is you can join military, but I never heard of military contract. So I was like, what's the meaning of military contract? He explained things to us that, okay, military contract is like, it's whereby you sign a contract with a country to be with them or to help them for an amount of, like, a period of time, like a year, 2 years, 3 years. I was like, okay, so what does it entail to sign that contract? Like, what look like? I was like, okay, it's about the war. Like, damn, how? Why war? I was like, oh, okay, right now the war has calmed down. There's nothing. You just go there, go make a delivery over there. How? I'm not here to fight. I've never been a military guy before. So which experience do I have to go for war? He was like, don't worry. So with that, we got angry. Then we stood up. Then we all left to our room. So later we were there, and he came back to our room. So calm as now. Should calm down. It has already happened already. He was like, he was also a victim. But he actually, when his time, he begged the commander for the commander to pardon him so that he can bring more people. He's like an agent who brings people for the commander. So he actually begged the commander that he can help him get more Africans to join the military. That's why he also found himself here. He's sorry. He was saying a lot of things. I said, okay, but at least if we would have told us the truth, we would have prepared ourselves before coming. Because this is not an easy task. With that, I know war is a place which is scary. We watch movies, so we know war. We know how war looks like. You understand?
So if indeed it's true, it's like he's using you to save himself because he begged that.
Yes, that's it.
Keep me alive and I'll bring you people.
I'll bring you people. That's how it looks like a trade. But he received money for that. So from then, we were like, okay, we started as, okay, we are here already. Whatever happens should happen. Because at this moment, we cannot give you that money you're asking for. The ticket, we cannot, it's almost like at that time, I don't have like $4,000 on me. So I just have to accept it, okay. So when we accepted, the next day, they came for us to go create a bank account for us. And bank accounts first, yeah. So after the bank account, that was when they called us to come for blood tests. So they took us for blood tests, but quite unfortunate for my turn. When I got my turn, my blood sample got broken. So they took me to a different hospital again for a blood sample. And they said like they can find some little bit of sickness in my blood, so they should put me on standby for the meantime. So at that time, I was kind of a little bit nervous that what was wrong with my blood, blah, blah, blah. So I was there for almost a week before they came for me again to go make another. By then, my friend that I came with, they've already gone already. They've taken them to the training field already. Okay. So when you get there, you have like 2 weeks for you to be prepared with a bank and with a blood lab to check into your blood. Before they take you, you have only 2 weeks to do that process, then take you back. So after they took them, then they came back to me. When I was there, and they brought another 2 different Ghanaians. People were coming, but I'm only more focused about the Ghanaians as I'm just. So they brought another 2 Ghanaians to me, which they came into my room. So it became like I was a senior over there. Yeah, so when they came, I also did the same thing. I didn't explain things to them too. They also went to find out we were angry. Then I calmed them down that we are here already. So we have nothing to do again. We cannot escape from these people. Unless you pay them before they can leave you. So they also understood. Then when they were taking them for the blood test, they took me also. And they saw that there was nothing wrong with my blood. It was just a mistake. So that was when I had the opportunity to go sign the contract. So after the blood thing, they called us into a hall. And they gave us a contract. The contract is even written in Russian. you don't have the chance to read it, you don't have the chance to take a picture to translate. Because when you go there, you can only use phone for 2 hours a day. They take your phones. So you only get your phone after dinner and use it for 2 hours and you'll come back for the phone. So you don't have time to maybe call home, then talk much about this issue to people home.
That sounds strict environment.
Yeah, strict environment. They say it's a military base. People can track them. A whole lot of funny stories. So we had no choice than to obey their instruction because the place is scary. You don't know what they can do to you, so you just have to obey the instruction. So we were there, and they called us to go sign the contract. The contract is written in Russian. So after signing the contract, they'll call you to a room. They'll say something, and you repeat after them. Something like you are committing yourself fully to them. And you have to accept that whatever they tell you to do, you have to do it. Sometimes you have to take it for combat operations. You also have to say it after them. Whatever they say, you say it after them, and they take a video of you, and they send it to the main commander. That will show that you signed a contract with them. Although they are forcing you, but they want it to feel like you did it by yourself. So that in case there was any problem, they'll show that this is the video. You said it by yourself. Yeah, so that's how it looks like then. That the day we actually signed the contract, that was the same day we were leaving that camp.
Okay.
So that same day, a bus came, a long bus, this O2 bus here, like 2 came to come pick us to the training ground. We were thinking the training ground is around Moscow or something. We stood in the bus for about 19 hours.
Stood in the bus for 19
hours drive.
Stood.
19 hours. It's like we are many, so sometimes you stand, this one sits a little, you stand, this one sits a little. It's like more of stress because we are many. And whilst we're going, there were these Yemen people who had been attached to us, almost like those Arabic countries, they were almost like 50 plus, and they brought only 2 bars. So we have to adjust ourselves. And that moment, if you sign a contract, you cannot sleep there. Your contract has started.
Wow.
So you cannot sleep at the base. You have to move from the base to the training ground. So we were in the bus for 19 hours. Then we got to a place which looks like a border. We never knew we were crossing border. We got to a place which looked like a border. So we got down from the bus. Then we took an immigration checkpoint. Just a manual immigration checkpoint. They have our passport already, so when you get there, they'll look at your face, they'll take your passport, and they'll do their own thing, and you cross your things with your military staffs. And when you go to the other side too, there were military cars waiting for us to take us to the training base, which is already on the Ukraine land. Because we've crossed border, we are now in the Ukraine land. And from that place to the main camp for training, it's like 4 hours drive. Yeah, we drove for like 4 hours before we go to the main camp. And how the main camp is very funny. It's like underground. They've digged the floor, and we sleep down there. They just covered with you see, if when you go to the village, I don't know how to explain it. They have this place that they've digged. It's like underground. They've digged down there. There's nothing like plastering, nothing. They just covered with this black rubber. Okay. And they pour back the sun on it. That's where we sleep to avoid missile bombs.
Hey.
Yeah, even the training camp even looks scary.
They pour sand on that?
Yeah, on top. They just leave a little bit hole whereby you can pass through to go sleep. Yeah, because normally in Biabeto so normally they are black akata so. Inside. Yeah, but there was a space down there whereby that's where we sleep. So when we got there the first day, they took us to everyone's, we call it blank dash. They took us to our blank dash. Let's say my room, we were almost like 15 in my room. Yeah, like room, underground. So when you get to the land, you don't see that there are people even there. The land is a bare land. You don't notice that there are people down there. Yeah, so maybe you get closer to come see that there are some 1 or 2 signs over there. So we were there. The next day, they came to mention names. When they mention your name, you go for your gun. They mention your name, you go for your gun. What are these guns for? So we are about to teach you how to shoot, how to throw missiles, how to throw grenades, how to dodge drones. I think here in Ghana, they use drones for shooting movies.
Yeah.
But their drones are being attached with bombs. that will hit you and it will just explode. Yeah, that's how come drones are very dangerous in Russian war and those kind of stuff. Yeah, so they are come teach us how to dodge drones, how to identify landmines, and how to shoot, how to throw grenades, how to throw long distance tanks.
So they taught you all of this in 2 weeks?
Yeah, it's a month training.
Okay, so 1 month.
1 month.
They trained you?
Yeah, sometimes the month doesn't, because when people shot, they have to come for people.
So yours lasted for how long?
Okay, I was very lucky. Mine lasted for a month and a week.
Okay, and then after that they threw you.
After that,
what happened to you after the training?
Okay, so after the training, they have battalions. The commander is like a random thing. They have like 3 battalions. They have the 1st battalion, 2nd battalion, and 3rd battalion. So lucky for me, for the beginning, I got the chance to go to the 3rd battalion. We are the one who threw the long distance missiles with the big tanks, like city to city. Okay. Yeah. So let's say you go for the bomb, you can't fix it into the vehicle, and the vehicle just shoots to the city to destroy before the assault will start. So for me, it was a little bit danger, but it was because we were back. So we went. They wouldn't see us to shoot us one-on-one. So I was a little bit lucky there. But I was there for a while, like 2 weeks, and they came to tell us that we have to move to the 2nd battalion because they've shot people. Okay. And the new commands, they just came. They are now making training. So we, the old ones, we have to move to the 2nd battalion. So the 2nd battalion is a place of delivery food. You have to deliver food to the people who are fighting. And maybe when you go, you have to bring dead bodies back. When you're able to get a chance, you have to bring dead body back to the base. Those are the people that, if the place is likely, then you can bring the body back. You have to find a way to bring the body back. Those are the special people, the commanders that they fall. The fallen commanders, when we bring them back. But with the normal people, when you die, they just leave you there. But with the commanders, you have to find ways and means to bring the body back for burial. So that's how the delivery looks like. You take in food, you bring dead body. You take in drones, you bring dead body. You take in bullets, you bring dead body. You take in missiles, you bring back dead body. So that's what I was doing for the meantime. Then later, they moved me to the 1st battalion. At that time, my guys that went with were only left is 4.
So, I mean, those that they took you in a bus?
No, not a bus, my battalion.
Okay.
So when you go to my battalion, we were 62.
62?
Yeah,
and
my
you were left
battalion.
how many?
We were left with 4.
4?
When I go to the 2nd battalion. Yeah.
So from the 3rd battalion?
When the 3rd battalion, they moved us. So let's say when we're in the 3rd battalion, we were 64. Let's say when you're 64 in 3rd battalion. Yes. But before we left 3rd battalion, 2nd battalion, we were short almost like 30 something. That's where we came to the 2nd battalion. But from the 2nd battalion to the 1st battalion, we were only 4.
Wow.
So that was when it's like they bring different people to come join us for assaults. So
the 58 had died?
They are gone.
Died, you mean?
Dead.
I mean, yes.
They are dead. So when you get to the 1st battalion, it's like a survival mode. The 1st battalion, we are the ones that will go for assault. We get to the front line, the red zone, one-on-one to fight, because with the 1st battalion, you have to be fit before you get there. And with that, you are dodging drone, you are dodging landmines, you are dodging long distance missiles, you are dodging bullets, you are dodging grenades.
Hey, so you knew you were going to die then?
Yeah, so I called my brother, you can ask him, I called my brother that I'm not coming back.
When they are?
Yeah, because that time they said you can get a chance to talk to your family for a while. So I called my brother that in case anything you don't hear from me, I'm gone.
Wow.
Yeah, you can ask him. I told him, I even have the audio, they have everything. I'm gone because the place I'm going to, there's nothing like returning back. And that place cannot stay there for more than 2 weeks.
So this is how many weeks into you moving to Russia?
Months, like let's say I was in Russia for 6 months roughly.
Okay. Okay.
6 months.
So,
with my process, my everything, 6 months.
So you spent 1 month, 1 week in training?
In training, yeah.
Before the training, you had spent like 2 weeks?
2 weeks already.
Before you got there, so 1 month, 3 weeks?
Yes.
And then you spent another 2 weeks at the 3rd Battalion?
3rd Battalion.
You spent 2 weeks at the 3rd
Battalion. When I go to the 2nd, I spent like a month.
A month.
Then I was being moved to the 1st Battalion. So that was where the main problem was. That was why I had my injuries and a lot of stuff. So when we were going in the 1st Battalion, my group, when we were being moved from the base to the fight, we were 54 in numbers.
Okay, some people had joined you.
Yeah, we joined with the Russians, with Africans. We were 54 in numbers, whereby they would dress you like a monster, like a whole lot of things. Yeah, you have your grenades, you have your bullets, like your magazines, like you have been, how military go for war, you have been loaded, like fully loaded.
Did you call your mother?
Yeah, I called my mom.
When they asked you to go to the front?
No, with that time I didn't call my mom. But I told my mom that I've now gone to join the Russian military and it's very scary, so whatever happens to me, I don't know. I just said something stupid to her and she started crying. She said, "No worry, I'll come back." So she started interceding for me prayers. So anytime, sometimes, any least chance I get a chance to call her, I thought, because when I was at the tank battalion, I was able to use my phone. I was having 2 phones, so I gave them one and I stole one. So there's like a secret phone. I had to call my mom. So when I see commander come, I have to hide the phone. So at that time, the conversation was very cool. But when I moved to the 2nd Battalion, we started the conversation cut off because I didn't want her to panic that much. And she's someone, she has BP. So the more I tell about my issue, I don't know what might happen to her because I'm already a dead meat. I cannot kill my mom in addition.
You knew you were dead meat?
When you get there, you feel like you just give, like, you're not special than those people lying down there. You're not special than them. So definitely anything can happen to you. So it's got a time I wasn't afraid of death anymore.
Wow.
Yeah, I was just cool with death. Whatever happens, it happens.
So then you go to the front line.
Okay, so we were 54 in numbers, whereby we were being dressed to move to the front line. And when you're going to the front line, you have each person have his own radio. And after they give you a phone for Alpine Quest is like a map, whereby they give you coordinates where you have to pass to the main routes, to the route to the front line. You have to follow the route, or else you might get into a trap that you will die, because the route that they've given you have to follow it like contrarily.
Religiously.
Yeah, or else when you mistakenly go past a different side, you might step on a landmine, or maybe you might be captured. You can be ambushed by enemies. Yeah, sure. So you have to follow each one has a phone, so that in case when your partner die, you still have your phone with you to continue the mission. Yeah, so we are being given phone, and they give us coordinates for our quest. So the journey is more than almost like 40 kilometers.
40 kilometers.
My hair was full of sore.
Wow, you were walking.
We walk for 4 days to get to the main front line.
Okay.
You walk for 4 days, and the food is not enough. The food in your bag is not enough. They are just canned foods and some little water. How can they give us 4 bottles of water to survive for this journey?
So how did you survive then?
At that time, we were lucky enough that it was snowing. So the snow actually helped us a little. Yeah, you can choose snow with a mix of sand. Yeah.
You choose snow?
Yeah, when the food finish, you have to mix snow and sand. You eat.
Snow and sand?
Yeah. It's very nice though. But
it's nice.
At that time, it becomes nice for you because you have no choice. You have to survive. Before drone can bring you food, sometimes they don't have to target the weather, because while the drone is coming, enemy drone can follow to track you guys. So a drone can't bring you food just like that.
Wow.
The drone has to study how the environment looks like before you can get to a place you guys will hide, and the drone bring you food to eat. And even when the food is very few, drone cannot carry a big food. Just little food you have to share and eat.
Wow, okay. So you spend 4 days? 4 days,
and even on the 4 days, 2 days time when we got to a place whereby we cannot go in bulk again. You have to divide us. Let's say 4. So let's say 4 people go like 1 kilometer and 4 also follow. Yeah, so actually we were the last batch of the 1 kilometer distance. So we're the last batch. So first batch will go, second batch will go, continuously like that. And at that time, the commander is looking at you with a small drone. They have a drone called Mavic drone.
That was monitoring you.
Yeah, it's a very sharp camera. It can go up into the sky, but it can still see it. They can zoom it. It can still see it. So when you mess up, they see you messing up, and they'll just talk to you on the radio. They just have to follow the instruction, or they can even send their own drone to come kill you. If you don't follow instruction, whatever they tell you, if you don't follow, they can send their own drone, which is being fixed with bomb, to come explode you. It do happen sometimes. Yeah, we witness some. It's normal. With that place, death is something normal.
Wow.
You be there, people will explode, it's normal. It's just something normal. That place is Musam Jim Crown. So on our second journey, which is we're being separated by four. Yeah. So first batch, third batch went, fourth batch went, so we're the last batch. So on our way going, we noticed that even some of the badges they are dead. They're dead. Yeah, because some people don't, because the drones are all around, flying. So you have to, let's say, tree by tree. You walk small, 2 minutes, you go stay by tree. You steady the air, if drone is not around, you move again to a different place, stay there for like 2 minutes. That's how we are walking. Because you cannot just walk on a bare land. No, you will die within a few seconds, because drones are all around. Just flying, drones are flying in the sky with bombs. And when one drone explodes here, God, because of the smoke, all the drones will come around. To come, like, you just come and mess you guys up. That's how it looks like. Because when they see any suspicious sign there, and they don't even see a human being, they just have to throw a missile out there. Because they know that there are people there, that's why they can see some smokes coming from there. Yeah. So that's how it looks. So you have to be very careful. Yeah. So sometimes I don't blame myself for my friend's death, because when it got to our time, with the 4 days that we got there, when it got to our time that our incident happened, my leg actually hit a rope which is being tied to a big landmine. So that's why it exploded, and it pushed me to the tree. So the explosion came out bigger. So, and that's why the drone noticed this, and when I got up, my friends were all dead.
Oh, so in your group of four,
in my group of four,
your leg hit a rope.
Yeah, sure.
And that triggered
the drones to come fight us. So for me, luckily, when I was being hit to the tree, I didn't give up. A drone came to hit me. That was what my stomach got opened. Yeah, but I was very lucky. I was able to shift a little, so it didn't get me directly. But when it got me, I would have exploded. So it just passed and it exploded. When it got to my side and the person triggered the pad, then it exploded on me. So this was the force that actually opened me. Yeah. So when it opens, it even helped me to push me to a place whereby like a bunker. Yeah. So I just turned myself into the bunker, and I was just there quietly. Then I took my first aid box to just put some cotton into my stomach to avoid the blood. So when I wake up, the fractures were inside me, side. So I had to take the big bandage to bandage me so that I can stay fit. Because if I don't bandage and the blood come out, I'll die instantly. So I have to save myself by putting cotton inside my wound. So it's got to the time my breasts were being soaked. So I have to go still. One of my guys who are dead, their first aid cotton to just placing me so that I can still be fit. Then I took their bandage, and so it was like a hell. So from then,
so your stomach was open.
Yeah, my stomach.
It opened.
No, it's you see where by my this place.
Yeah.
This place, it was open. Yeah.
You could see your intestines.
No, not to see the intestine. It was full of blood. Okay. When it's open instant, it was white. So blood started coming out. So I have to stop the blood. So with that, I don't know the kind of heart I got at that time to save myself though, but I think it was by the grace of God, because I never had that courage when I was a normal civilian. So when I joined the military, that I noticed that it's up to, because they will tell you it's up to you to save yourself. Either you save yourself or you let yourself die, because when you even call for backup, it will take days before even the doctors will even get it. In that place, helicopter cannot fly there.
Wow. So here you are. You are injured badly.
Badly.
You have to steal your friends who are dead now. Steal their first aid to take care of yourself. And you have to. And with that, and not even that. When you are done with that, you still feel the pain like you are dying. My eyes were just turning. So you have to inject yourself. They have something called Primidor. Okay. You just take it off, then inject yourself with on your leg. Okay. So I took the first Primidor. It didn't do me anything, but they said I shouldn't abuse it. When you abuse it, you die. So I took the second one also. That was when I became stable, because I've abused already. Because at that moment, you don't think of anything than to just help yourself out. So I took 2 Primidor, which stabilized me, and I was a little bit stronger. So I went through first aid boxes, stealing Primidors, because even that they are old dead bodies there already. Old dead bodies there. When you get there, you see dead bodies all over the place. So you don't feel special dying. But it depends on you to tell yourself that you're not going to give up. That's it. Even one of my friends, like, just got off. He gave up. Okay. So you were injured in the midst of dead bodies.
Dead bodies, yeah.
How long did you stay there in the midst of the dead bodies?
Okay, so in the midst of dead bodies, I stood there for like almost like 3 to 4 days, yeah. Because when I was injured, the drone saw us that we are dead. But the radio was speaking. I didn't know where my radio, but I saw a radio speaking. So I crawled to go for the radio, and I was trying to, but the radio wasn't working. But they noticed that when you press the radio, they noticed they have a signal there that someone's trying to touch a radio. So they told me that if I can walk, I should press the radio twice. If I cannot walk, I should just press it once. And I said I'd press once. And they said I should stay where am I? Like the radio can signal where I am right now, so the drone can come there look for me, to maybe still give me instructions to hide here for the meantime while doctors on their way to come. The radio told me to just stay calm. But when I was there, it took like hours, still no one was talking. They were like, I should just stay calm, stay calm, stay calm. I'm also going through pains. And the Primidor just takes some few hours to just leave your body. So the Primidors, I've gathered almost like 4 Primidors. With these 4 Primidors, I have to help myself get to the base whereby helicopter can come pick me up. So I had no choice than start going myself, start returning by myself. So I was just following the route, going, and I saw a drone approaching. But I saw that there was no bomb attached to it. So I noticed that it was our drone. So the radio started speaking again. They used to call me Spiro. They said, Spiro, we've noticed you. Stay calm. There are people coming to help you. There was a bunker. They even directed me to a bunker. They said there was a bunker like almost like 1 kilometer ahead of me, so I should rush to the bunker. The drone was directing me to the bunker, trying my best, crawling. Sometimes I could fall. I have to still force myself to go to the bunker. They lied to me that where I'm going, they are Russians, so there's the who can help me. No, they know what they are doing. They were just lying. They just want me to get there. Just like they are encouraging me. So like I had the courage to just sustain myself to survive, so I can go to the bunker for them to help me. So when I go to the bunker, I saw that body in the bunker. And I have to stay in the bunker. I have to bring out the dead body so I can stay in the bunker. So I have to put it with my wound. I have to put the dead body. It was smelling. I have to pull it out so I can stay in the bunker for shelter, or else drones are around. They are throwing missiles across all over. Gunshots are going on, so I have to find a place to hide.
Wow.
So I put the dead body out, then I stood in the bunker. We recorded blindage. I stood there for a couple of hours, which took like almost like 19 hours in the blindage.
You stood there.
I stood in the blindage
with your pain.
With my pain.
You're not sitting. You're not lying. You are standing.
No, in the blindage you can sit down. It's a short place, so you cannot stand. So you have to sit down like this.
So you were sitting down.
Yeah, just have my hands close to my stomach, just holding the radio, waiting for response.
19 hours.
19 hours. Yeah, I'm coming. My story is just, I don't know, it's a miracle. Seriously, I had no food. I had no water. That's what we call survival mode. So I was there with the radio. I spoke to the commander. I was just trying. They were not hearing me out. I've been there it's been almost like Adeko Bechi. The incident happened daytime around 7 something. And it's almost like I'm at 4. I'm still there. No one has attended to me, and they cannot tell those people fighting to retrieve to come help me. So I have to be there. So it took like 9 times. I said, no, I cannot stay here, I'll die. So I went out from the bunker, started walking back home. So I was traveling.
But you were injured, stayed with your people for 4 days.
Yeah.
For 4 days, with the dead bodies.
With almost 4 days.
Before you?
No, my story, no. Throughout, the road is full of dead bodies.
Okay. So where it happened?
So where it happened, from where it happened
to the bunker.
So I go to the base for helicopters to come.
You use the bunker?
Yeah, to the bunker.
How many days did you
Okay, from the place to the bunker, it's just 1 kilometer.
Oh, 1 kilometer.
1 kilometer, so it's just hours.
So where your explosion happened,
where my explosion,
to the bunker is 1 hour,
it's just,
1 kilometer?
Yes, just 1 kilometer,
Okay.
just hours.
Okay.
So I worked there to stay there for almost 19 hours.
Okay.
And I saw there was no help coming. When I told they don't hear me,
okay,
unless they rather talk to me. So the best thing is for me to save myself.
Okay.
So I have to come out from the bunker and walk towards the direction I came from.
Okay.
So I was walking, going. At that time, my batch I came with, they are all dead. That's me. I thought they were all dead, but quite unfortunate. With me returning, I saw 2 injured people. Yeah, one his leg is off, and the other one his hand is off. So they were actually struggling for help. I'm also being pain. I'm also fighting for help, asking for help. With that time, I think God will forgive me for that. Because with me, I'm trying to save myself. I cannot help you.
So you left them there?
I have to leave them. I have no choice than to leave them.
Were they Ghanaians?
No, they were not Ghanaians. One was Zimbabwe, and I think one was South African. Yeah, so I have to leave them there.
Oh.
So in my group, that's why I say we are only 3 that survived, because I cannot say either they came back or they didn't come back. If I'm to say that, like, I only survived, then I was the only one survived, because I saw 2 people. That's why I said we were 3 people that survived. Whenever they asked me, I was like 3 people that we survived, because I saw them alive.
Okay.
So I saw them on the 2nd day.
After your injury?
After my injury.
Second day?
On the 2nd day. I don't know where they passed, because I took the same route when they were coming. We didn't see them injured that way. But when I came from the blindage going back on the 2nd day, that's when I saw them. So on my way going, when I see some of the injured people, their water, you have to take and drink. When you see maybe their chocolate or something, you have to be searching. You have to keep on searching to survive. Sometimes your bullet might get finished. You have to steal their bullets to survive.
Oh, so you're still shooting?
Yeah, you have to still shoot, because the K9 dogs can disturb you. They can attack you to chew you. So you have to kill the dogs on your way. With the returning, it's full of dogs and drones and landmines. The dogs are very stubborn. When they see, they just have to attack you. They don't know if you are one of them or not. They have to attack you, because his commander is dead. So whatever it is, he also has to survive. He will just attack you. So that was the bullets that I was using to survive. When you see a K9 dog, you have to shoot the K9 dog and just continue your journey. And I don't know, just searching. You have to keep on searching on your way going. At least you can find something to survive you. But I mean, I was more focused on the pyramidal, because with the pyramidal, when you take, you don't feel like eating. Yeah, you don't, and it stabilizes you for hours. It can take you for about 8 hours. Yeah, it's like a drug, like it's being mixed with cocaine. Yeah, so that was what I was packing into my pocket. At that time, I've thrown my bag away. I've removed my bulletproof. Wow. The reason why my stomach got open was because when we were going, on the 3rd day, I took off my bulletproof because I was very tired. That was how come the explosion happened. It got my stomach. I would have survived from the explosion when I was with the bulletproof, because I was able to dodge a little, and the explosion happened a little mile away from me, but it was the force that actually opened me, and the fastest entered inside me. Yeah, and there was this drone called Baba Yoga, and Baba Yoga spots you all have to die. So I was even surprised I was able to survive from this Baba Yoga drone. It carries 4 bombs.
So here you are, you've moved past the 2 people, you've taken their things. Okay. You are taking from dead people,
yeah, I have to take
whatever.
From dead people to survive. Okay.
So it took you how long before you got to the
camp? It took me almost 2 and some hours to get to the main base where they'll come pick me to fly me to the surgery base.
Okay.
So on my last day, which I nearly got to the base, that was when I saw Russians approaching. They're also going. They are recruiting because my commander, they thought I was dead because the place they told me to stay, I didn't stay there. The drone came there to look for me, and they didn't find me. At that time, I radio, whatever they say, I don't mind them because I have to focus. And when I talk plenty, I'll be exhausted. So I just have to do my own way. So they thought I was dead, so they count me as the dead people. Yeah, so on the last day that I could get to the base, that's why I saw Russians, new Russians that they've recruited them, they are going to the front line. They saw me, that's when they saw that, like, when they saw me, they asked me if I'm a Russian soldier. And I thought, yeah, I'm a Russian soldier. I had a misfortunate at the front line, then I'm trying to help me. Okay, so then they asked me for my nickname. And before they even help you, they have to ask for a nickname. You have to see your tag. We have a tag in our neck, a metal tag. You have to show it to them that, okay, this is your metal tag before they can even help you. But still, they have to call the head office. So our office, we call it Berlin. They have to ask for office. I was in the Berlin office. So they called Berlin office to ask. They didn't know anyone called Spiro. They said, yes, Spiro had an issue which we thought he's dead. But if you guys can help, you guys should help. But one thing about Russians is that they are very good when it comes to your health. If you survive, they're going to help you out. That's one thing about them. But if you're not injured or you're not in a critical condition, they'll force you to fight. That's one thing about Russians. They are very good at that. So one of the guys actually helped me. But from then, that's when I became more weak. So because I noticed that I'm home already, so I have to give up. Yeah, that's when I just gave up. Then from then, I didn't see anything again. I just passed out. Then they took me to the base. They fly me with a helicopter to the surgery. So the surgery is still at the Ukraine base. They have to make it quicker because the report that came saw that my liver was separated, and one kidney of mine is damaged. My kidney one is damaged. Yeah, because of this play. Because I didn't get a direct, like instant treatment. It took some
hours,
some days.
Yeah, days, because 2 days and over.
Yeah, almost 4 days. Yeah, so it got damaged, and for my liver, I was lucky to be able to adjust it to metal. Yeah, so my liver has been adjusted with metal. So I was stabilized for 3 days, and they flew me from Ukraine base to cross me to Russia, which was in Moscow, military hospital. Yeah, that's when they wake me up. When I woke up, I was being connected to a lot of things then.
So as you said, your kidney is being supported with metal.
No, my liver.
Your liver is being supported with metal.
Yeah.
And one of your kidneys.
My one of kidney is not functional, so I'm only dependent on one kidney.
So the 2 kidneys are there, but one is not functional.
No, they took it one out. Kidney, so I'm only surviving on one. When they don't take it, it can affect the other one. Yeah, because at that pro,
so they took it out.
You have to take it out for me to survive on one kidney. So they gave me drugs that will make it rather stronger. Yeah, so
when they took you to the military hospital, I guess you thought, well, then that's it, I'm going to go home.
Okay, that's a funny story. Yeah. When I go to military, I think, okay, well, right now I've come back to Russia, so definitely after treatments, they will take me back to home, and I can enjoy peacefully. At least sometimes tell myself I don't have long life though, but at least coming home is the best thing. So from there, I was at the hospital for 2 months. Treatment, they were treating me. One thing, Russians, they don't joke with their treatments. They really take good care of you.
Okay.
Yeah, so the day they went to take you see with this, they have to, we see some dots over here. Yeah, it was being sewed with metal, because they opened me up. So they have to,
at the camp.
At the camp for the surgery. They opened me up. Yeah, so they have to. I don't know how to.
Just clippers.
Yes, they sewed it with metal. They cannot use normal rope.
Okay.
You have to use metal.
Metal.
Yeah, it's metal. I can see that this dots.
So it was metal they were taking through your body.
I have the pictures, everything there. It was metal that they were using for those kind of clipping. So the day they went to take out those clips, that was the day that they told me I have a week to return back to my battalion.
When they took out the metal, they said you had a week.
A week to go back to my battalion. I said, laugh. I said, no, God, this thing can't happen. With this my condition, you still want to take me back. That's why I said, God, I'll leave everything into your hand. So when I was being taken, I wasn't having phone. I left my phone, everything at Ukraine. So there was this one good guy. You see, Russians, after they high school, they go through a year military training for their kids. They go through, so they are the ones who come take care of with the injured military guys. So there was this one good guy who was taking care of me whenever I need something. He's like my errands guy. He was helping me out with everything. So I told him one day, please, I would like to call my mom. Can he give me his phone to call my mom? So okay, no problem. So he gave me his phone. He was like, oh, he has 2 phones. He can give me one to use for the meeting. When I'm going back, I give to him. It was only my 1 week. So he gave me his phone. Then I called my mom number directly. I called my mom. And I explained things to my mom that this was what was happening to me. Blah, blah, mom started crying. So I told my mom, I'm okay, I'm fit. So there's nothing to worry about. So she asked, am I coming home? I said, okay. Yeah, I'm kind of lightweight, I'm coming home. So she should just be calm. So with that, I don't know what happened. I went to TikTok to search for one of my friends that used to be
with the guy's phone.
Yeah, with the guy's phone. I went to TikTok to search for one of my friends in Dubai. I was with in Dubai. So I saw him. I texted him. I was texting continuously. I was surprised he came to add me back to reply because I was using the Russian guy's profile. So I asked him for his number. It's me, Max. I said, Max, what have you been? Blah, blah, blah. So this is not a time that we have to discuss on TikTok. Give me your number. So I moved. Russian, they don't use WhatsApp. So he helped me use his number to create WhatsApp my own self. So I brought my friend to WhatsApp. We started to explain things. So I showed him my injury picture. It's like, okay, then he has a friend in Russia, there, which is in Moscow particularly, that he can help me run away from the hospital. So, okay, then it's a good idea. Then why don't you link me to your friend? I said, okay, then that's fine. Then he called his friend. But not knowing, he didn't tell me it was his mom who knows the person. He told me his friend. So actually the whole story looks like he called his mom. And his mom called that guy, that he has a small boy in Russia military who has been injured, so but they still want to take him back. So go help him. I was like, oh, okay, then he's going to help me. Not knowing the guy came with a different motive. This guy came in to help me. At that time, my bank was blocked. These people, when they sign a contract and they give the contract money, send the money home. You cannot send it directly to Ghana, so you have to send it to someone for someone to change it into USDT, which is by using crypto wallet, so that you can able to transfer it home. So with this kind of transaction, to get your bank blocked early. So my bank was even blocked when I was at the front line, so I wasn't able to send money that much home. So this guy came in and told me that he can help me unblock my bank first. So we had a discussion, cut everything short, he had a discussion, and he said he can help me unblock my bank. I don't have my passport, I have to use my passport to go apply for that unblocking. So he went to Ghana Embassy to go for TCL, and with that TCL, they can verify it as my passport. So he came, he said he had a TCL, he was able to be allowed. Yeah, I told him it's my brother, so he came to visit me at the hospital. He came to this one guy. He said the guy is a lawyer. Then the guy can speak Russian very well. So he spoke to my doctor that I'm their nephew, like I'm their small boy, this, they mean no harm. So they should allow me go to the bank to go unblock my bank. My mom is in a critical condition in Ghana. So I can send money to my parents' home for them to feed. And the doctor was very remorseful. He was like, okay, then I'll help him. But please come back. So the doctor left us. They went to the bank. The first day, we went. They didn't want to open the bank for me. I showed them my injury. Then they considered me. They opened the bank for me. Then I came back home. But coming back, I left my ATM card for the guy that for me not being outside, that when I need any money to process my things to, he said he can help me with a lawyer. So the lawyer said it will take like 700,000 rubles. The 700,000 rubles is like almost like $9,000. Okay. So I said, okay, no problem. At that time, I've received my injury money. When you get injury, they pay you 3 million rubles. The 3 million rubles is more like $40,000. Okay. So I had that money in my account with my old money. So I said, okay, then $8,000 nothing. You can take it and help me out. He said, so the next day he came and said, no, they've changed their mind.
After taking the
$8,000, he told me they've changed their mind. They now want more.
Why?
Asked him why. He said that, you know, Russian people, they like money, and after they help you, they can be in trouble later. You see the problem? I was like, okay, no, how much are they requesting? They are requesting for 2 million rubles.
Oh. Out of your 3 million?
Out of 3 million, I go to 2 million rubles. It's like, how? I said, yeah, means so. He was speaking to us, means so. Unis kakwana wankwampa, I said, okay, no problem, I'll fed you. He took this money. After taking this money...
So you give him 2 million?
I have all the transactions on my phone. He's called Eric Opoku-Ajiman. I know he's going to say this, but I don't care. He's called Eric Opoku-Ajiman. A Ghanaian, a Fantinese from Cape Coast.
You have those evidence here?
I have everything on my phone.
So you will see it?
I will show them to you.
Okay.
So with this, when I gave him the 2 million rubles, his energy started coming down. Everyday story. Every day. My 1 week is getting due. So I was there, just left with 2 days for them to take me back to my battalion, which is back to Ukraine, which is around Rostov. So they came and said that when I went to the bank, was I able to take an ATM card? I took ATM card. I told them, no, I forgot. Take my ATM card. So, okay, then you have to go for your ATM card because you book your train yourself. I said, oh, God, thank you. It was like, they asked me, do I know the place? I said, yeah, it's just a walking distance from here. Doctor, don't worry, I'll go for it. I was okay, then tomorrow morning, when you wake up, come for purpose and show to a security guard. He can allow you to go out, but don't take long, just 2 hours, then you come back. I said, okay. So I went for the purpose, then I left. The 2 hours, I never came back. Then I called this guy that, for me, I said, my boy, I'm into the family. No, Ghana embassy. They should just take him to Ghana embassy.
Well, he had already taken 2 million for that.
He never did any job. I never saw any job. So he came for me. He went to rent a place. The place he went to rent is my money. It was 100,000 rubles, 3-bedroom apartment. I didn't know why he went for 3-bedroom. I don't know. And he brought a lady to help me, to cook for me. He told me to just be inside. I shouldn't go in. When I go out somewhere, police will catch me and take me back. I said, okay, I have to obey him. So I was in a building for almost 2 weeks. 2 weeks with no results of he helping me go home. Very funny. I would just eat, sleep. When I asked him, he said, okay, they are on it. They will take me through Belarus. I said, how? I don't have a Russian passport. Even my passport is even TCL. How can they take me to Belarus? That's when I thought first that these people, they just want to take me to Belarus because they have a Russian passport. They can go and they'll leave me. That's where I'll get caught and they'll take me back to my battalion. That's the mindset I pictured. I was like, no, I'll never do that. I don't know what happened. Within that 2 weeks, I went to approach a lady who used to cook for me. That this what's happening to me. It's like she doesn't know the reason. She doesn't know the reason I'm here. But today he's very surprised I came to talk to her. I said, this is the reason. He said, no, she never knew this is the reason I'm here. Why don't I go to the Ghana embassy for the Ghana embassy to help me? Because the Ghana embassy is there for us. They will definitely come in to help you. I said, okay.
Is this lady a Ghanaian?
The lady's a Ghanaian. It's okay. They have a group there in Russia. But they have the Russian president, Ghanaian president number. So he gave me the Russian Ghanaian president number, and I called him instantly and I explained my issue to him. But I lied to him that I just came out. I didn't want to put him in trouble. Oh, he has stolen my money, but I was even thinking of him, not to put him into trouble. After I just came out, I'm just stranded outside, but I needed help. So he gave me time that, okay, tomorrow morning around 10 a.m., I should come to the Ghana embassy. He even sent me the current location on WhatsApp. I should come to the Ghana embassy. The embassy will help me go home safely. I shouldn't worry. I should just calm down. He asked me, would I have a place to sleep? When I said, oh, I don't have a place, but it's okay. If I can hang around or find a train station or some place to hang around, when I go there in the morning, they'll help me. I said, okay, thank you very much. I hung up. Then I thanked the lady. So the next early morning, then I called him that I'm on my way going. He said, okay, don't worry, go. So I wake up early morning, I ran from the house. But whenever I asked this guy that, can the embassy, he said the Ghana embassy cannot help me. The Ghana embassy rather make it worse.
Really?
I said, okay, no problem, if you say so. So whenever he tell me, I'm also having my own thoughts in my mind, trying to find my own ways to go, because as soon as this money, there's no way this guy is going to help me. He has already taken the money, because when he took the money, the energy came down. And even when I was even at the hospital, I didn't bring this in, sorry. When I was at the hospital, there was another Ghanaian brother of mine. The guys that went to meet at the main camp, for him, his batch, he's only survivor. That Ghanaian 5 guys I went to meet, the other 4 guys are dead. It was only Ghanaian survivor. His leg is not really okay. Yeah, so they've put metal in his leg. So they want to take him back. And also I have this guy who can also help me because he's helping me. He took 1.4 million from the guy too.
Oh. So in total 3.4 million.
After the guy is still blaming me up to now.
Oh.
The guy has been taken back to cross border. He's there for a temporal while, then they take him back to the front again. So he always blame me. He said that I've rather duped him with the guy. What I know nothing about. So from then
So you go to the embassy.
So I got the embassy. When I got there, and it's like when they saw me, it's like, someone has come for a TCL of you from here. Do I know the person? I said, yeah, I know the person. He's my brother. But I didn't explain things to them. So they went to say, okay, the TCL is missing, so that's I'm coming for a new TCL. But I know that me and the president, we have already discussed everything. So I didn't want to explain things to them. So the president told them to give me TCL and traveling 1 or 2 things. So they asked me that the president asked me, when do I want to go? I said, I want to go now. I was like, okay, no problem. But the ticket was quite expensive. It was almost like 22,000 Ghana cedis, which was a direct, like an instant flight, an emergency flight.
Okay.
So within a few hours, I called home and they sent money. It was my brother even sent the money to the president, and the president helped me with one of his friends to book a flight ticket for me instantly. So when I was going to the airport, I was even scared that maybe they might catch me at the airport and take me back again. But not knowing this is an illegal thing, so they cannot catch me at the airport.
The recruitment?
The recruitment is an illegal thing.
Okay.
Because my country people know nothing about it. So it's an illegal thing. And actually, I didn't join through the military. I joined through the Wagner. Okay. So with the Wagner people, it's like a private military sector.
Company.
Yeah. So that was the one thing that saved me, because they never had my data in their system. So when I got there, when they scanned me, they told me to sit down. That time when they told me to sit down, I was panicking because I think they've caught me. So I was really panicking. So they just detained me for 4 hours. So I was just there for the 4 hours. They came to call me that I should bring my phone. With that, I was very smart. I kept my other phones that have stuffs on in my bag. I was having this side bag. So I kept it in my bag, then I gave them my iPhone. So they went through, they asked me what work do I say, okay, I'm into clothing business. I lied to them, I'm into clothing business.
You had bought a new iPhone then?
Yeah, I bought then. With my old iPhone, I left it at the military base. They went through, but I saved some 1 or 2 pictures, my traveling 1 or 2 pictures. When I went to London, when I went here, I have those kind of pictures on my phone. So they just scrolling through. I said, okay, what do you do that you travel this month? I said, okay, I'm a business guy. I sell clothes. I ship clothes from China to Ghana to sell. I said, okay, so why you I just came for visit. Then I lost my passport. Then I went to see my embassy. That's why they kept me down. We were trying to prepare something for me to use to travel. So they have now figured it out that I can travel. So they said, oh, okay. They said I should still come and call me back. So I was there and they bought my boarding pass. Okay, so have a safe journey.
They kept you there for how long?
For 4 hours.
4 hours?
Yeah, they were investigating.
And within that time, what was going through your mind?
I think I'm dead. They are taking me back already. So I started blaming myself that, hey, this guy said it, that when I get to him, they'll catch me. This guy said it. So I was thinking the real guy is the real one, and the president is lying to me. But the president assured him that there will nothing happen to you. You go home safely. And truly, I'm here safely. So when I even got to the Ghana embassy, they detained me for some few minutes, and they said, okay, I should go.
Did you call your mother?
Yeah, my mom knows.
I mean, do you call your mother when you bought your...
I never called her. I wanted to give her a surprise. Yeah, so when I just go home, then she was very happy to see me again.
But yours is a miracle, I think.
Yeah, sure. It's a miracle. I know my condition, few Africans survive from this. I said, maybe Russians don't survive from my conditions. Because where I've gone to that I'm here alive is by the grace of God.
So your mother was interceding for you?
My mother was interceding for me, praying for me. She wanted to do this kind of spiritual. I said, no. God is alive, God cannot ever let me down. I work and never learn. I'm someone too that I'm not that hard hand. I'm the open hand person. When I was there, when someone asked me for something, I just, people are like, I'm shame. I'm not shame, man. I know what I'm doing.
So how much did you get from this contract? That you
okay, so this contract I signed, it's like I signed a lost contract because I've been duped.
When you signed, how much did they give you?
Okay, when you sign, they give you 2.4 million
rupees,
which is like almost like $30,000.
Okay.
And the $30,000, when you get to the base, you have to buy one or two things for your own safety with your card. They'll bring things, while the training field, they'll bring things that you can use to save yourself, like a bulletproof that so it's not that heavy, those kind of dresses that will make you comfortable.
So you had 30,000 when you signed.
Okay.
And when you got injured, they give you $40,000.
They gave me $30,000. They give me $40,000. In dollars, it's $40,000. But it's $3 million.
So it means that in all, you got $70,000.
Yes, and every month they pay me roughly $3,000 to $4,000.
Okay, every month.
Yeah.
All of those monies are gone.
All those money are gone. I never get to spend my money that much. I was trying to free myself.
And you came back home with injuries.
So it's like I've lost. Like I went to work for someone and they're still paying me, and he has my ATM card. He still withdraw money in my account. He blocked my SIM. The SIM that I went to use to unblock my bank again, he bought me the SIM with his passport. So when I left, he had the opportunity to, when he heard that I've left, he blocked my SIM so that when they pay me, I wouldn't receive alert. When they draw money from my account, I wouldn't receive alert. But when I got to my online bank got blocked because with the online bank, because of the Russian restrictions. Yeah, so my bank got blocked.
So how do you know they are still paying you?
Because they still pay me. That's how the contract is like.
They still pay you?
They still pay me.
Okay. So you get to know that they are paying you?
So my friends are aware of that.
Yeah. Okay. So even today as we speak, this is April.
Yeah.
They'll pay you for April?
They paid me last month, they paid me last 2 months, they'll pay me this month. So my salary comes on every 11th and 12th.
And when they pay, it gets to him?
It gets to him. It gets my ATM card. With Russians, their bank, even when their online bank get blocked, still the card works.
But how do you know? How are you able to tell he's being paid?
Because that's how it is. They don't know. My commander told me in person. When I got home, I told my commander that I've been able to. My commander really liked me a lot because I normally listen. He said, okay, I should enjoy my money in peace. He's not going to let them know that I'm out. That's how I got assurance. My commander told me directly.
So you don't know when the money will block?
No, the money will block when your contract ends. And after your contract ends, they'll pay you 6 months in addition.
When is your contract ending?
My contract will end on October 27th.
And then from October, they will pay 6 months
6 months
more.
in addition, yeah. So every month, roughly almost $4,000 goes into my account.
And this guy is keeping?
This guy is keeping. He has blocked me. My mom called. He blasted my mom. He don't want to pick me. I have audios like this guy.
I guess you have regrets.
Really, I wanted to do something stupid, but I'm not that type that may pay a draw. So those kind of no. I'm not that type. So I even told your brother to help me out to publish his passport and image, so that we can go find his family, so that the family can talk to him to return my money to me. So I sent the details to your brother, the one he came here with the other day. I sent his details to him. He said he's going to know what to do.
So, but you don't have any, you don't know any of his family members?
I don't know any of his family members. It's just only my friend. My friend, they said when my friend talked to him, he said, also my member Russia made bank card.
Oh. So he's intentionally holding on to you.
Yeah.
If young people are listening to you, and you have to advise them, what will you tell them?
Okay. I don't have much to say, but for me, I was very eager to make it in life, and I wanted to do anything to make it in life, but I noticed that it doesn't worth it. I think there is time for everything. So the only thing I would like to tell them is that they should just take their time. Yeah, it's not that they shouldn't go find money. They should still find, but they should find money carefully. Yeah, and they shouldn't be very eager to find money like me. Because and I can also tell them that when anyone brings up a job opportunity abroad, they should actually take their time to investigate and actually know more about how the work entails. They shouldn't just move in for it. They should just take their time. Yeah, because I've heard of this abroad direct employment thing. Yeah, some of them are not even true. Some people go there. It's not even, some other cases are even worse than mine because people go there to be more treated. You know, I heard a lot of funny stories.
What we do see in movies, you lived in real life. Your stomach opened, you walk 4 days with it, walk through dead people, injured people, you are stealing from them and eating, because that's your survival mood.
With the movie thing, I would like to say that the movie, even it looks okay. That's what I'll say to me. I'll say with the movie you guys see on TV, that you see that people are dead with some little injury. I say it to be okay. Because with that place, you step on dead bodies.
They call something PDS, post traumatic.
Yeah, I was once in that condition. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and up to now I'm still facing that kind of challenge. I don't sleep. I can't sleep. I can sleep for, let's say, an hour. I would wake up, just roaming around. Then I've tried to. So sometimes I'm turning into a sober. Like, unless I'm taking alcohol before I can sleep much.
Wow.
Unless I'm taking wine or maybe club or maybe something alcoholic before I can sleep.
Wow. So in the 24 hours you are not able to sleep. You only sleep for 1 hour.
Yeah, 1 hour.
Unless you take alcohol.
Yeah, my friend always talk to me, because whenever I sleep, I feel like I'm there, and I'll just scream and I'll get up. That's the kind of problem I'm going through.
Till today?
Till today, I still face it. I don't sleep.
What about eating?
Eating, right now, I don't eat meat. Since I came back, I only eat even fish. I want the dry one, the dry fish. I cannot eat fish that, because of what I saw, those kind of stuff. So I cannot. Whenever I see me, I feel like I'm eating flesh. Okay. And my food, I don't even eat that much too.
Okay.
That's a problem.
What about your health? How are you taking care of it?
Oh, okay, right now it's getting better because I went to see a doctor, and Desiree doctor, Mr. Adomako Kisi. He's now my personal doctor. So
Adomako Kisi? Yeah. The politician?
Yeah, politician. Okay. That's where my mom stays around there.
Okay.
So he's the one actually, he sent me to a big hospital for tests so that they saw that right now, you see some surgery, when they make some surgeries, there are some blockages, but they notice that they made the surgery also. Everything is in our line, yeah. So I have to just take off my diet, and I have to take my drugs too seriously.
Are you able to walk like all of us are able to?
But I can't walk for long distance. That's the problem. For now, I cannot walk for long distance, and my belt is also there to help me adjust things. Yeah. Yeah.
Charlie, thank you very much. Yeah, for opening up to us to speak to us on this.
That's fantastic.
How's your mom?
My mom is doing great.
She's happy you're here?
Yeah, she's very happy. She's very happy. Whenever you see me, I'm a survivor, my son. Yeah.
All the best, sir.
All right, thank you.
All right.
Thank you very much.
So there you have it, someone who has fought in the Russia-Ukraine war. He's been injured in it. He walked for more than 4 days to get to his base, but he's still alive. His words are that you should be careful as a young man in trying to make money. I hope we all take the lessons. Thank you for watching.
Shield silicone paint repels water, dispels water vapor, is washable, self-cleaning, and durable. Now, you can appreciate how and why Shield silicone paint is super strong and thus able to do what other paints cannot do. Shield silicone paint from Azar Group since 1921.
Hi, now let me share my wildlife experience with you at Safari Valley Eco Park.
Welcome to Safari Valley Eco Park.
Our electric shuttle pulled up and in no time our tour began. We were surrounded by wildlife from the moment we entered the Eco Park. We were greeted by experienced tour guides who took us through orientation and how to better enjoy the experience. Watch these animals roam freely in their natural habitat undisturbed by our presence. We saw zebras, sable antelope, brown cranes, mara, silky chicken, nyalas, Shetland ponies, and so many animals I just couldn't keep up. Our tour guides taught us so much about the wildlife, their behavior, and how to interact with them. I even fed them. We also went fishing on a man-made canal. Then we took a break to have lunch in this serene environment. All this amazing experience for this price for adults? This price for teenagers. It's a bargain. As the sun began to set, it was time to go back home, but not before dinner by the campfire. It has been a thrill of a lifetime, and I can't wait till my next visit.
Safari Valley Eco Park, bringing you closer to nature.
Changing, so should you. If you're dreaming, don't be afraid. I'm in the valleys. Keep your head up high. Dare to dream with Puma drinks. Yeah, believe it, you can achieve. Oh yeah, clap your hands for the whole new vibe. Make we set the place. Oh yeah, come alive. Let me hear you.
Puma drinks, a whole new vibe. Another quality product from Casa Precon.
This advert is FDA approved.
Mothers give us everything: love, strength, and life itself. And it's time to give back. Joy Fair presents the Joy Mommy's Day Out. Join us on Saturday, May 9th, for a day bursting with thrills. We'll have your day packed with irresistible activities like paddle boating on calm waters, an adrenaline rush with horseback riding, quad biking, exciting safari tour, friendly competitions such as dance contests, and wrap the prize, a chance to meet the mysterious Ujafokwa crocodile revered as the protector, and to top it all off, a delicious feast of local dishes and drinks, accompanied by the sensational sounds of the Ajinkor Band. Come, let's crown our mothers with joy and adventure at the Crown Forest. For inquiries, call Lois on 059-1709-309. The Joy FM Crown Forest experience is proudly brought to you by the Crown Forest, where nature meets luxury.
Across Ghana, in communities big and small, ordinary people are doing extraordinary things. This is the Joy News Impact Makers Awards 2026, celebrating those who are changing lives, shaping futures, and building hope. From Bimbila in the northern region, Faith Jakbasu is transforming classrooms through innovation, inclusive learning, and life-changing initiatives for students, teachers, and vulnerable communities. From Aflao in the Volta region, Felix Akakpo is building schools, support supporting students and investing in the future of an entire community. In health, from Winneba in the Central Region, Akufo-Addo is turning his personal battle with sickle cell into a national movement for awareness, prevention, and policy change. From Nkwanta in the Oti region, Bless Lantam is delivering life-changing healthcare to hard-to-reach communities, even in the face of conflict. From Insawamed Wejri in the Eastern region, Antonio Say is restoring mobility, dignity, and opportunity through prosthetics and outreach across Ghana. From Adenta in the Greater Accra region, Valerie Ajatia is empowering amputees with hope, rehabilitation, and the courage to rebuild their lives. From Anyanui and Noga in the Volta region, Reverend Christian Valeto is rescuing, treating, and reintegrating neglected mental health patients back into society. From Akuse in the Eastern region, Alberta Aite is mentoring, educating, and empowering over 1,000 girls to dream beyond limitations. From Singabreku in the Central region, Isabella Akwabwa fighting period poverty and equipping women and girls with skills for independence. In Wash, from Sirigu in the Upper East region, Dr. Anthony Akunzele is improving livelihoods through clean water, education, and economic opportunities for women. From Akache in the Volta region, Senior Bomita is transforming communities through schools, clean water, healthcare access, and youth empowerment. And for the Corporate Partner Award from the Cape Coast Youth Development Association is empowering thousands of young people through education, skills training, and community development. These are not just finalists. These are change makers. They are nation builders. They are Ghana's true heroes. Joy News Impact Makers Awards celebrating ordinary people making extraordinary impacts. Who takes this home?
The 2026 Joy News Impact Makers Awards is brought to you by Ghana CEO Summit, a decade of leadership impact. Labadi Beach Hotel, Ayuda, Ghana's #1 services app. Abakun, Services Bebre, New Crystal Hospital, growing in good health. Sulas Enterprise, where quality meets affordability. Water Aid Ghana, change starts with water. Ghana Chamber of Mines.
Mothers give us everything: love, strength, and life itself. And it's time to give back. Joy FM
presents the Joy Mommy's Day Out.
Join us on Saturday,
May 9th,
for a day bursting with thrills. We'll have your day packed with irresistible activities like paddle boating on calm waters, an adrenaline rush with horseback riding, quad biking, exciting safari tour, friendly competitions such as dance contests, and wrap the prize, a chance to meet the mysterious Ujafokwa crocodile revered as the protector, and to top it all off, a delicious feast of local dishes and drinks, accompanied by the sensational sounds of the Ajinkoro Band. Come, let's crown our mothers with joy and adventure at the Crown Forest. For inquiries, call Lois on 059-1709-309. The Joy FM Crown Forest experience is proudly brought to you by the Crown Forest, where nature meets luxury.
Well, Kojo, that was some harrowing story.
I pray that the Ghanaian brother really returns everything to the young man.
Yeah. I hope that you didn't miss this, but if you did, of course, it's on our portal, so you can go back and watch it and recommend it for a friend who would want to. Let's do some quick birthday shout-outs. Of course, the Hunter Pili, we cannot wrap this show without wishing Denisia Koma AJ, a happy birthday. Eno, hey, Abrewa Osha work it well. That's the woman.
That's her.
That's the woman. Small by mighty. Koma, we love you so much. You're so amazing.
What school is she attend again?
I said, we just are not going to Okonfantaman girls. Okay. We also have to wish Kojo Rashid Pelpo, Honorable Rashid Pelpo, a happy birthday as well. Minister for Labor and Employment as well in this country. And then Kojo, another last one from...
Just as you search for, let me say happy birthday to Justice Baidu. Again, today is his birthday, so Justice, wherever you are, you're a great person. Do have a great day. May God make you great as you are. Keep on being great. And then also to Monica. Monica is in Abuade in Ahantawa. Today is her birthday. So Monica, keep on smiling, keep on laughing, keep on being joyful. Happy birthday to you, Monica.
Happy birthday to you, Sophia Susu. You work at Parliament House. This is from Ambassador Gladys Baini. Happy birthday to you. And finally, happy birthday to Honorable Vincent Odotoisoa.
Hey.
Have a good one today. Kojo, this is how we wrap the bulletin. We've got an exciting news desk for you. You do not want to miss it. Whatever you do, stay for it.
Every day, we move through our cities, fighting traffic, chasing time, and trying to make a living. But what if our cities worked better for us? Joy News, together with the amalgam of professional bodies, brings you a conversation that speaks to everyday life. Centers of prosperity at the center of the world. A closer look at how better city management can drive economic growth. Join the main speaker, David Ofosudote, as he breaks down what's not working and what must change. Wednesday, 6th May 2026 at 5 p.m. Live on Joy News and all our social media platforms. Better cities don't happen by chance. They are planned.